Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Liverpool show. I know slightly later than scheduled. That is totally on me. Late getting back in. Family duties. I was on uncle duties. You lot know the vibes. Well, for those that, you know what I'm saying, now on uncle duties or family duties, I should say. Don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but that is on me. But a lot has gone on, you know what I'm saying, since the last Manchester United Liverpool show. Martin Zubimendi, will Liverpool sign him? The news broke a couple days ago that he had agreed terms with Liverpool and was keen on the move. It was all on Liverpool to then agree a deal with Real Sociedad. But then yesterday, news broke of Real Sociedad offering Zubimendi an improved contract. So we will be here to discuss that. As with Manchester United, fairly quiet, to be honest. Yeah, there's links. I seen United is still negotiating with, what did Warrior J say in the chat? Manchester United are still negotiating with Agate. Also negotiating with, is it Kanalogu? I always get his name wrong, but he's the fullback because I always think of the midfielder. But you lot know who I'm talking about. The player from Fenerbahce. You lot know exactly who I'm talking about. But please make sure you hit the like button on the video. Run up the likes expeditiously, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Share across all the socials as well. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. But please keep all your questions, Manchester United or Liverpool related. And Ryan said, send me the link. Why did they kick you out of the group chat again? All right, I'll send you the link back, guy. They kicked you out of the group chat. This guy gets kicked out of the group chat on a daily basis. But I got to bring in two of my dons. My like G is in the building. My like Enz is in the building. What you man telling me, man? Everyone good? Everyone good?
Yeah, man. All jiggy, all jiggy.
On, man. I was expecting more excitement, man, with the Zubimendi links. You on mute?
Oh, no. No. You know why? Because I was actually just laughing at the fact that Ryan been kicked out of the group. So I was actually just trying to look now on my WhatsApp. I was like, oh shit, he actually. It might have been Stroh. It might have been Stroh.
Might have been Stroh or Ram. One of the two. It was one of them two that kicked him out. Enz, what you saying, man? You good?
Hey, listen, man. Listen, the person that should be giving the excitedness is G, bro. He's been advocating for this guy for 2 years now. He's getting this guy and he's sounding all, I don't know, man. You have to talk to G. I'm still on show, bro.
I said I have to talk to G. I said I'm not involved.
You know how my thing. You know how my thing is, man, in terms of Liverpool and that. But we'll get into it.
Yeah, you know what? Before we do get into that, big up to everyone that is locked in already. I see you lot. Shout out to Warrior J, Goat Mod, already put in all of the information in the chat. He is our very own Fabrizio Romano here at Sarcasm City TV. Warrior J, he is on job. As soon as the news drops, he's got it in the comment section with the correct quotes, with the source, the whole nine. Man, don't miss. Love to my guy Sheik as well. Make sure you subscribe to my bro Sheik TV. Enz is on here, but make sure you subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna add his channel and G's channel into the title in a second as well. Big up to AJ.
Stroh said he's gonna be live as well, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, did Stroh? Oh yeah, Stroh said he's joined. I'd be good to chat to Stroh. Big up to Sanj. It's been a minute. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're good. Big up to Jez as well. He's gassed, obviously. Speaking of signing, Spurs signed Dominic Solanke. So we'll be discussing that after this on the Q&A, people, as well as Chelsea signing Pedro Neto as well. Warrior a retweet merchant like fab. That's crazy. But big up to Warrior J. Shouts. But G, Enz told me to talk to you. So Zubimendi, man, thoughts? Talk to us.
Obviously, man ain't signed yet. So, you know what I mean? The thoughts are, when he signs, then we can really get into it. But now, like, listen, man, all jokes aside, I think I like him as a player, man. But I think my reservations come in the fact that I don't trust Liverpool to get the rest of the business done. So he almost just becomes like, oh yeah, you got him in. Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, like, he's cool. But he's not the final piece of the jigsaw type of signing. He's not one of those signings. He's like, okay, you get him in, perfect. All right, no worries. Let's get the rest of the pieces in. And then I think when it all comes together, it looks better. When you get him in as one, what then usually happens is you start to place so much importance on that one because he's the only one. So then expectations now go through the roof. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, we got Zubimendi, so we should do this. And, you know, some fans, it's like, oh, we should be doing that, this, that, and the third. I'm like, nah, this isn't, it's like Liverpool are not at a stage where one signing propels them anywhere. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We're at a stage.
Do you think he's a needle mover, though, Enz? How highly do you rate Zubimendi? Do you think he's a needle mover? Not Enz, sorry, G. I get to you, Enz. My bad. Nah, I'm asking G. Don't worry, Enz. We gonna ask you the same question.
But you already looked like he was about to start cussing.
Sorry, I meant to say G. My bad. Do you see? Because you mentioned there that you're not one signing away from Liverpool being propelled to another level. But do you think individual quality, he is indeed a needle mover?
Yeah, I'm like 60-40. So 60% of me says, yeah, he is a needle mover. The 40 is like, not really. Like you still just keep us like you move us a tad. You move like the needle moves a tad, but I don't really want to go over the top. Okay. It's not that type of signing. Like it's difficult with him, and like unfortunately, this isn't like we just signed Musiala. I always talk about Musiala, but if we signed him, needle mover. Yeah. Like, I'm not even asking. Yeah, I mean, no questions. Lamine Yamal, needle mover. Like these type of people. Okay. He's not that. He's not that type of guy. I just think what he would be is a different option than what we currently have in terms of what Slot's looking for apparently in his team. So if that's what he's looking for, he is good at what he does. So I'm happy if we get him in though. That's what I will definitely say though. I'm definitely happy. Yeah, if he does come in. Yeah. That's
fair. Ends over to you, man. Thoughts on the news? We won't even talk about him what happens if he gets to Liverpool. Thoughts on the news, what's happened over the past few days with Zubimendi?
Bro, as listen, I wasn't out here making up songs like these guys.
Okay, first of all, ain't nobody making up any songs for Zubimendi, bro. That's all John and that. Ask John and that. You know these artists, these singers and that.
Bro,
if the shoe fits, bro.
If Liverpool fans know Sarib on Twitter, yeah, let me say nothing more, man.
Gee, I wasn't speaking about you, but if the shoe fits, bro, that's all I'm gonna say.
Bro, we're all on the panel. Who else could you possibly be talking about? It ain't gonna be flawless.
All I'm saying is, I wasn't out here making no tunes. I said on the last stream we did, on the last Liverpool Manchester United stream, I said I'm unsure, and it's not I'm unsure. Maybe I need to make it clear. It's not unsure about his ability as a football player. I'm just unsure whether it's the type of player we need based on what I can see. All I said was, and obviously we did a stream earlier, all I said was, I feel in our team currently, what he offers, we have players that can do it. Maybe not to the standards of him, but we got players. I'm looking at the team there, bro, we need an actual, I don't want to use the word destroyer, but an actual number 6. For me, he doesn't look like a number 6. It's more of he's a deep line playmaker. He'll connect stuff, which will be great for us, but it still doesn't, I feel it doesn't fix the issues that I saw. And I don't know if the formation, and I'm going to give the manager the opportunity to do that because I looked at the preseason games. The Man United one and Arsenal, as G pointed out when we did the stream earlier, there were still moments where you could see that there were still holes in the team and maybe not having Zubimendi, he could be the one that fixed that. You know, then we could nullify, you know, those type of teams when they're trying to play for our thirds. But I just feel like we need to get a more of an actual 6.
You're more of a destroyer, man. That's okay. You got a profile. You prefer another profile in there.
Yeah, like I don't know if the word I like to use is presence, bro. Like, you know, when you're in there, man, them like raw every time they look at Virgil's like, oh shit, we're gonna run past Virgil. Ali, when you have to go past Alisson, like, oh my days, the presence more, the ability is there, but the presence also helps in it because then you second guess yourself. I don't know for him is that going to be the case. And listen, as I said, I'm not saying he's not a baller. I think he's a baller.
It sounds like it.
Nah. But I just feel profile of a player, I feel like we should have gone a different direction. One of the players, and you know, big up to Savage, you know, obviously when he was talking about Edison. I was away on holiday when we played those 2 games against Atalanta. And he was like, no, this is the guy. So I trust my man when they tell me about players. I trust because I rate what you guys say. So I went and looked and I'm like, nah, bro, this is the guy, you know, based on what in my mind or what I saw last season, what I saw in the preseason games, that's probably the guy more so than none we should go and get. If we can add Zubimendi to that list on top of that, hey, bro, I'll start talking bare madness on streams, bro, about winning titles and yeah, you man can't beat us and all of it. If we get them type of 2, because that's your deep line playmaker also with your destroyer in there. Happy days, bro. But right now, bro, I'm still unsure if he fixes the issues. Because man, them are telling me we need a 6. And that's the 6. And if that's the 6.
But I heard he's good defensively. I'm not watching like that, but I heard he's good defensively. But even if he
isn't bad defensively,
even if he improves on what you have in that area. Surely that's a step in the right direction or steps in the right direction.
Yeah, but I want to win Premier Leagues, bro. What's these steps? Is it steps to win Premier Leagues, or is this steps to, oh, maybe we finish second?
Yeah, this is steps to finish second there because the Premier League is not for you lot. That's not the aim this season.
Is he a needle mover? For me, not necessarily. I don't see it.
He's a needle mover alongside another player.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think your aim is to go and try and win the Premier League this season. Maybe next season, but I don't think this season.
That's what Sobo said. Sobo said we're going for the Premier.
Yeah, he's supposed to say that. Trent also said hungry for more. And,
You know that was
supposed to say
you know,
I'm not one of the players. That's what I'm listening to what the man them say.
Yeah, of course my players are shameless enough to say that. If you got Anthony here talking about, you're going to see a different him. Hey, you just need to shut up. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to hear from you.
Shut up, yeah.
We don't need to hear from you.
Anthony the goals and assists this season. That's what
we don't need to hear from you. It's like your girl just caught you cheating and then you're making jokes the next 5 minutes. Nah, this ain't the time, man. Like, she don't want to hear from you at this point. Like, this is ain't trying to hear from you.
Like this is where me and Enz will agree, and we was talking about this. Big up, Stro, brother. We was talking about this on Enz's stream earlier on. It's so tricky, isn't it? Like with this whole thing, because as I said, like he himself is a good player, right? So of course you'll be happy if you get someone like him in. Some of the Liverpool fans, I can't say all, no one on this panel, but just in general, you start to place such an importance on this one player that if you get him in, or if you like when he comes in, whatever, when he comes in, all of a sudden, you in your head, you're just like, that's all we needed. So when it doesn't, obviously I hope it does, but if it wasn't then to happen, then it starts to become about excuses. Now it starts to be about everything but what you were originally talking about. And that's always my issue, is that I don't feel like we're in that space where I can just say, we just need one more player. I'm just missing that one piece. If we were in that position and you go to Mendy, now I'm off to the moon. Yeah. But we're not in that position. I still feel like there's other areas of the team where I'm like, if you can improve this area, then I kind of prefer if you would improve this area. Obviously, see how it goes. But if you can improve it, I'd rather you just improve it, because then that takes you to the, as N said, you start coming on stream chatting shit to everybody about, we're going to win the league. I don't know about you guys.
Talking the most if that happened. If you lot
but at least, but you know, like say, obviously, I don't like always comparing because it's a bit different over there. But you know, I can only imagine, being a Manchester City fan, there's always like anyone I've ever spoken to, or I see the way that some of them move. There is this level of just expectancy when they do things. Like there isn't a level of like, whether they do or not is irrelevant. It's just an expectancy. I'm not saying that you have to win. I'm not saying that you're going to win, but to at least go into it to be like, nah, like I expect us to do this, that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever, the season is the season. But when you don't even have that and you're kind of in the space of like, we might do this, we might do that, blah, 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 all this, you're already losing. You're already losing, bro. Like you already lost the battle, because the reality is you don't even believe in what what your team's even trying to achieve. So anything they do is just going to be like, well, that was great because we didn't expect. No, not like we all say it here, Manchester United, Liverpool, but we're the biggest clubs in the flipping country, bro. Biggest clubs in the country. Man should not walk into any season and think any less. That's impossible. I can't have like no Arsenal fan, no Chelsea fan, Villa, Spurs, but they're all washed. No one cares about these kind of guys. So when we then talk about our football club, it has to be with that kind of level of vim. Unfortunately, both clubs at this present moment in time are just, well, you guys more than us, just not really in that kind of.
We miles away, man. And that's when I'll be having them conversations with people, and people, what's the expectation? It's like, expectation is one thing where we should be, but then look at what is available. Like, look at the squad. Forget the manager, just look at the squad. And that tells you all you need to know. That's why when people talk, top
manager is definitely shit, man.
How? You know what I'm saying? I keep asking the same question anytime anyone says that. Who's scoring our goals? Why is our attack?
I swear you said someone said the other day you guys are going to score. The attackers are going to score 75 goals in that.
Nah, 78. It was 78.
Oh, 78.
Sorry. 78. So 6 players were getting double figures.
Anthony said he's getting 8. Respect to what he said, man. He said he's going to be in the goals and assists this season.
Who said that?
Anthony, you have to respect him. He said you're going to count on my name to be in the goal scoring.
Yeah, and someone quote tweeted that and was like, 0 goals, 0 assists, but we move. Ryan, you there?
Yeah.
There? Yeah, man. Zubimendi, man. Thoughts? Talk to us. Thoughts on the whole situation?
It's kind of gone in a way when you deep it, how it was kind of
Show's
going
terrible.
to go. I'm still pessimistic about it. I think it's like kind of a 50-50 thing, to be honest with you. That's
Okay.
the way I see it. I think, and I agree, and I said this. People, when the Ornstein thing came out and Joyce thing came out, I think it was Wednesday night that Liverpool are confident of getting the deal done. I think Ornstein said he's going to tell Sociedad to accept that he wants to join Liverpool. I think he probably did do that, but I think people are a bit naive in thinking that Sociedad wouldn't try to persuade him. And him being basically Sociedad through and through, like I think he's been there since he was like 11. He grew up as a Sociedad fan, like, and people in that region are like apparently like really really loyal as well. Like they have this mad amount of loyalty there. So it was always gonna be it's always gonna be an emotional move for an emotional decision to make. And that's why I just think that there's that pessimistic view in me. If it's in terms of footballing ambition, there's no doubt he'll pick Liverpool. There's absolutely no doubt. But again, it's an emotional decision at the end of the day, where he's grown up there. And the fact is, he's rejected big clubs in the past. He's rejected Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Arsenal. So the fact is, and I don't think that's because those clubs weren't appealing or anything. It's just because the amount of love he's got for Sociedad.
Yeah, Arsenal ain't
So,
appealing, but I hear your overall point. We'll go on,
pardon?
carry on. I said
No, but you
Arsenal ain't appealing, but I hear your
no, but
overall point.
no, but you're gonna pick Arsenal over in terms of football, man. You're gonna pick Arsenal over Sociedad. Like that's no disrespect to Sociedad. Like, not flawless. Come on,
I don't know, man.
like,
Just saying.
come on. We can be shameless as we want. Let's just be honest. Like, come
Hey,
on.
where's he more likely to win a trophy?
Probably Arsenal.
I don't know about that. When's the last time Sociedad won a trophy?
I don't know when
So,
was it.
have they won a trophy in the don't they can't win a trophy in the last 5
If they've
years?
won a trophy more than Arsenal, more recently than Arsenal, I take that back. I actually take that back. To be
I'm
honest,
trolling. I don't know if they have or not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
have
they
they not
have.
won like a
Maybe they
Copa
haven't.
del Rey or something?
They
Last
might
few
have
years
got
or
a Copa
something?
del Rey.
They
You
won a
carry on.
Copa
I'm gonna
del Rey
check.
like last year or
I'm gonna check.
something.
Does Real
Please check.
Sociedad have more
Oh my
European trophies?
days.
Maybe I'm gonna check. Yeah,
They
man.
might have more
Like,
European trophies. They
let's
might
not
have
give
next
Arsenal
UEFA
these
Cup
credits,
in like.
man. Yeah, man. We need to let these lot know how terrible they are, man. Like let it be known. Well, go on, carry on as you were. Yeah, man said
Yeah,
they won it
like
last year.
no way. They did. Oh my days, they actually did.
See,
Oh,
it's not
all right.
wild what I'm
Okay,
saying. There.
okay.
Where
Take
you more
Arsenal
likely
out of it. When
Yeah,
I
go
say
on.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona in it.
Yeah,
Like yeah, those two clubs.
yeah.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Oh shit. Bad funny.
it-
Sorry. That's
yeah,
terrible.
it's always going to be an uphill task to get him out of there. That's why I'm just, kind of preparing myself for like him not coming. Do you get what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, let's see what happens, man. It's 50-50. It can go either way. If he comes, brilliant. If he doesn't, yeah, it'll be gutting, but you just have to kind of just move on, I guess. I've just got Caicedo PTSD as well. I can't even lie. Like the
Oh,
Caicedo
is that
thing
is
is
that
bringing
kicking
about
in?
mad PTSD. It's
First.
always. I think the Caicedo thing was probably worse because he went to a rival. This is not like he's
Yeah.
going to another club. It's him literally just loving Sociedad so much he just doesn't want to leave. Whereas Caicedo he picked Chelsea over Liverpool. So I think that the Caicedo one was worse, to be honest. But like, yeah, is what it is.
Now, hey, you can tell you still not over the Caicedo thing. Stro, talk to us, man. Zubimendi, man. Gassed, not gassed. Where'd you stand on the situation?
Right, two things. One, Ryan's been moving like baby reindeer all day in my WhatsApp, bro. Like, my man is a stalker. Like, I've never, honestly, like, genuinely, I've never known anyone have such a roller coaster of emotions in such a short period of time. If I don't reply within 5 minutes, it's over, it's done, he's staying. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, honestly, man, he's moving like a gal. Like, just relax yourself. As I've said in the group chat, and as I've said from the beginning, I am very confident based on what I've been told and information that I've been told. Once again, I sit here confident. So I'm calm. Zubimendi is, and I hear the chat in terms of he's not the only missing piece. But specifically in midfield, with the way that Slot wants to play and the kind of the build-up that he wants to play and the control that he wants, Zubimendi is the probably most important piece he's going to bring in.
Facts.
He's the most important piece. I know that obviously we're looking at the goalkeeper from Valencia. That deal looks like it's probably going to get done and then he's going to get loaned out. I know
So
that
is he
we're
going
looking
back?
at.
Is he going back to Valencia, or is he going elsewhere?
Nah, I heard Premier League, potentially like a Bournemouth
Was
or
it
something like that.
Bournemouth? I think it was
Yeah, it's
Bournemouth, wasn't
Bournemouth.
it?
I was watching
Because
the
Bournemouth, I think,
Fabrizio
are in for him
playback.
as
He said
well.
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So
So
it's a bit like a Richard
Can you
Hughes
do that? Because
favour
we was
thing.
having this discussion yesterday because it was in regards to Manchester United and Nice and Tadibo.
yeah, you
like,
can't just
advertising.
move. You can't move 3 times in a year.
Like, it wasn't about you can't move 3 times. You can't. Was it? I think it's from the same club. Oh yeah, that was it. You
Same
can't.
club, yeah.
You can't buy a player from a Premier League club and then loan him to another Premier League club. But obviously, he's not
Yeah.
from a Premier League club. All right, let's go on. Carry on.
So yeah, that looks like it's
Mm.
going to happen. I know
Mm.
that we're looking to strengthen defence within the coming week or two. So, but I'm over the moon with Zubimendi, man. He's when
Have you
the
heard
biggest.
what the Sociedad manager has apparently said to Zubimendi?
Oh my god!
Is
Here
this
we
actually
go.
true?
Go on. What did the Sociedad manager apparently say? I love sunshine. Appreciated for the kind
Apparently,
words.
he
Yeah,
said to
12K.
him,
Appreciated. Go on.
apparently he said to him, "Don't go to Liverpool because you won't be better than Rodri anyway." What the
What
fuck?
kind of
What's that?
nonsense?
No,
Yeah, what is that? That don't make no type of sense. Better than
no.
Rodri in what sense?
Well,
So
I think what he's
telling
saying to
a
him is
player
you
you wanna
won't. There'll
you
be
wanna
someone
keep,
better than you in that league, in that
Bro,
position.
bro. So why would he say that to him if he wants to keep him? You're
No,
basically telling
he's
me you're not
telling
good
him
enough.
don't go to Liverpool because you won't be better than Rodri anyway. That's
Yeah,
weird,
but you're
man.
basically saying he's not good. He's looking at
Yeah,
so what you
exactly. That's fucking. They are desperate. They are desperate, man.
Nah. Listen, Ryan is plucking shit out of thin air at this point. He's just trying to
Bro,
find
it's on,
any
bro. Look
excuse
what Josh has
imaginable to
tweeted,
not
bro.
believe that it's on. Like
Check
any
Anfield
excuse.
sector. He's actually said that. Apparently, their manager.
Can you send the link in the thing? Let me go and check this out for myself because this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, anyone in the chat got this? Let us know because this is news
Right,
to me.
so
That's
can I
crazy.
just
But yeah,
can I
go
just
strong. Carry on. Yeah,
talk to Ryan's soul directly? And I know I schooled
Go.
him last time, and I'm gonna school him again, right? Genuinely, and I just need you to wrap your head around this because this is an important bit of information, and I will slow my tone right down so you can eloquently understand what I'm saying. The entire reason why Sociedad are trying so hard to keep him is because Zubimendi has said he wants to join Liverpool. That's a key bit of information right there.
Yeah.
He wants to join Liverpool. His agent is pressing for him to join Liverpool. His family want him to join Liverpool.
His family as well.
Oh my god! I've told
That's
you
kind
this
of
4
surprised me because
times.
they must be Sociedad like proper like as well. Like, that's kind of
It's
surprised me.
because they know that a club like Liverpool holds history in
Well,
Spain.
no, it's
holds
good for his
history in
career. It's better
Europe.
for his career, obviously. We all know that, but like,
Yeah, that's true.
So he wants to join. He's made it clear he wants to join. I know there's a 5-year contract on the table. I know that he's going to get paid significantly more than what he was paid at Sociedad. I already know in terms of when Liverpool want to do the medical and all that kind of stuff, right? But the thing is, the reason why Sociedad have gone in the attack so much is because for the first time since anyone's approached Sociedad or anyone has approached Zubimendi, he has made it clear, this is the club I want to join, I want to leave. Naturally, there's always going to be that doubt in his mind because he's been so loyal to them. However, the issue has been the release clause. Because as you know, with release clauses, you've got to pay in one upfront payment. Whereas Liverpool are trying to negotiate with Sociedad, and I wouldn't be surprised if we end up pay slightly higher just so we can do the
just
installment
to
thing.
get better
Because
payment terms. Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
I hear
sense.
that. That makes sense.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. Yeah, with
We did that
Liverpool.
with Xerxes. That makes
so
sense.
hence the reason
Yeah,
why
it makes sense.
Sociedad, whilst they're trying to negotiate that, are getting the sporting director, are getting the president, are getting the manager to do whatever magic they can on Zubimendi and try and keep him. It's very telling that there was a significant power move by Sociedad that when he was released, the fact he was in the squad, they used his picture.
Yeah, I
Because
saw
think
that.
about
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
when you look at the journalists from Sociedad, right, all of them have been briefed in a very specific tone, and it's Sociedad are doing absolutely everything to keep him, because if they just let him go, a player of that stature in that region, there'll be uproar. But why are they briefing it like that if the
PR, it's
deal's
PR
not
to make it
close?
look like they did everything they could. Yeah.
Why have you not been like this all day? Why have you been like a dramatic
No,
emo
because
all
I
day?
do no because I think
And now
they
you're
are
actually
really trying to
making
keep him,
common
but I
sense.
just
Like, what's up with you?
because I genuinely think that it could be the fact that he could choose his heart over his head.
Is his heart not set on Liverpool?
Yeah.
Well, no, but it's Sociedad. Remember, he's Sociedad through and through. That's his club.
Yeah, I hear that. But
He's
he's made it
loyal
clear
to
he
that
wants to.
club.
Right,
Well,
okay,
he made it clear he
was
wants to
Everton
leave,
through
right?
and through, but then Manchester
No, I
United
think
came
he,
for him
I
and
think
left.
he
Same
definitely
way
told
Steven
him he wants
Gerrard
to
was Liverpool
leave.
through and through and tried to leave. Like we've seen this before. What are we talking about?
Huh?
I said same way Gerrard was Liverpool through and tried to move. We've seen this before.
Yeah, but Gerrard didn't move in the end, did he?
Yeah, we know why he didn't move, but that's a whole different conversation.
Okay, yeah. I know
Yes,
the
sir.
story why he didn't move. But like,
That's
I
a
know
whole
the story
different
why, yeah.
conversation as to why he didn't. But the point that I'm making is this whole through and through. He's made the one thing we do know. He's made it clear that he wants to join Liverpool. So clearly his head and his heart is at Liverpool. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said that. There would have been some doubts. There would have been
And
some
also,
50-50.
the deal would have been off by now.
But why is he not giving the green light to Liverpool to say, right?
I told you this before. How can you give a green light? Liverpool are not going to slap the contract on the table and make him sign it until they figure out what's going on with the negotiation in terms of the payment. I've told you this 3 times.
That seems the
No, but
that's the
Zubimendi
difficult
can
part.
literally say to Liverpool, right, to Sociedad,
Right.
let me go, like, to give the green light, let me go to Liverpool, and then Liverpool can then negotiate with Sociedad.
He's explaining it to you again, bro. Still,
But
the
that's what
payment.
Ornstein and Joyce of all them have said,
But,
though.
but I think
Bro,
he
listen.
said that. Yeah, go on, Ends.
No, I'm saying, listen. You can give the club the green light, but there's still a payment structure that, if that's what's the hindrance Liverpool trying to do, regardless if the player gives a green light, we can't move forward until that's sorted. And then once that's sorted, then there'll be a go. Then you flying over medical contract sign, all of that will be then finalized.
Because there will be
Then why are the journalists like Joyce and Ornstein saying that he's still got to make his decision?
Because there will be things in his contract which will be performance-based incentives, which haven't been agreed on.
Yeah, okay.
Appearances being
Yeah,
one of
things
them.
of that nature.
Trophies
Yeah.
being another one. He
Pereira
gives
or
the
something.
green light
G just cracking
on
up over
Wednesday
there.
night.
He's finished.
Because it just doesn't like Stroh said this like enough times in the chat, like enough times, as in, you know, when you've read it, even you know, who's not even a Liverpool fan have read it and probably understood everything that Stroh has said in the chat. I read it, I was like, okay, Fez, all right, I get it now. Now I can just let it, like, you know what I mean? Like, just let it live. It is what it is, kind of thing. But wait, but really, still. Like just he's like you just said the opposite of everything that Stroh said. I'm like,
bro,
he told
like
us,
I said,
like
Caicedo PTSD. Just
I get that, and that's fair. At least he's admitting to that
bro,
PTSD.
do you
'cause
know?
but that's a completely different
when we
situation.
agreed
Nah,
that
but
fee for Caicedo, I was on smoke for like 2 hours.
yeah, because you
but
know
the-
why? It's
but-
because he feels G. You know what it is? It's because he feels daft because he jumped out the window with the Caicedo thing himself.
Hey, listen, just because you jumped out of the 10th floor building and
Bro,
landed flat, that's your business.
Nah,
Bro.
flawless. I'm not
He
hearing it.
jumped out.
Man's
He did,
jumping
man.
out the
He would have
building
said,
in the opposite
but, you know,
direction
whole
with
different
this.
conversation.
And we
Bro.
sign more players than we fail to sign players, though. So how do you live on the one moments that we don't
Bro,
sign?
that
Because it's
Caicedo
in
one,
Ryan's
It broke him,
bro.
man.
That
You know
one
when you know, like they say ends about like your first heartbreak. It was not like it was his first heartbreak, but it was kind of like that. That's
So
what it
would
is.
you
No,
like
but your first heartbreak was with the neighborhood slut. Like you got to understand that Caicedo was already like we came in for that deal. It wasn't as if like
That's
we
wild.
like the Zubimendi thing where Zubimendi has
the
literally
Caicedo one was
rejected.
different. I agree.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't even have PTSD because it's not even that type. Like I would
But
understand
we got
more.
rejected by the we thought we were getting that player, but we got rejected by the player. Like the same
But we
thing.
went
But
in
I don't
late,
think it was
though.
as deep though. I don't think it was as deep for Liverpool like that because we knew he wanted to go to Chelsea. It's probably only because the agents have kind of sounded out something else, but that's only because Brighton wanted more money, knowing if another club comes in, Chelsea have to up that bid. Really, it was just a power play from Brighton. Liverpool
Now
weren't
Liverpool
really
definitely
too.
got played. I admit that they got played with the Caicedo thing.
I
But
don't
we
think it
didn't
was a
know
case
that.
of being played
But
though.
we
I
didn't
don't think
know
it was
that at the
played.
time. We as fans didn't know that at the time.
No. We is a strong word, bro. You didn't know.
Bro, we is French, as they say. So
Right, maybe you did.
I'm saying.
That's where it is, G, because he, like you said, the great analogy. He jumped out the 10th floor, the off the 10th floor window and splattered on the ground. I remember that.
Yeah,
like he
but
was
flawless.
convinced he thought Caicedo was. So when he says PTSD,
No,
the situation ain't the
I'll
same.
tell you what. I'll tell you what that is.
Go on.
That is Callum from Coppish when he went FSG till the day I die. When
Yeah,
that's
Caicedo-
and Cal got
Blame,
live with
blame,
that.
blame,
Cal
Callum.
got live with
Yeah,
that.
just like
that.
Ryan, blame Callum. Shout out
That was
Coppish, by the
mad.
way, but blame
Shout
Callum.
Callum, man. Shout Callum.
This guy gonna blame someone always,
Bro, that
This
was
guy always
so
gonna find a
funny.
scapegoat.
Leave
This guy's
Callum's name out
That
your
was
mouth.
hilarious.
This
FSG
guy's
till the
always
day
gonna
I
find a
die.
scapegoat, you know.
No, listen, it was a great, bro. At that time when we bid it for a course, everyone wanted him. All of us wanted him, but there was a slight chance, bro. He said I turned them down because Chelsea has been working on this deal for months, bro. And I felt like
he said that the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, so ain't nothing.
Guess who's been working on this deal for months?
Well, weeks, not months.
Because on this, Warrior J here, this is it. Liverpool are still working on the Zubimendi deal, pushing on the player side. Liverpool are aware of Real Sociedad's active talks with Zubimendi, trying to keep him at Real Sociedad, would also offer him new deal if he ends up staying. But Liverpool are
can I ask
still,
you something?
Yeah, before you go, 1 second. Yeah, is that the same thing? Yeah, Liverpool continue to work to sign Zubimendi from Sociedad. Players going the other way, not the focus of talks for now. Delay more due to deal structure. Liverpool efforts to convince 25-year-old to leave, and Sociedad's to persuade midfielder to stay, and that's from Athletic. Yeah, go on, Ryan.
Do you think he'd be a good signing for Liverpool?
From what I've heard, yeah. I've not watched him often. I'm not watching Sociedad, but from the profile you need, from what people tell me about him, the few times I have watched him, it seems like he is a good player. Is he exactly what you need to end this point? Maybe not, but is he?
According to Slot, that's what Slot wants, and it's exactly what he wants.
So it's put it this way: as a Manchester United fan, I don't want you lot to sign him. That tells you all you need to know my thoughts on him. That I don't want to see him because I think he could be a significant improvement on what you already have, and I don't think you're that far away. And I don't think the rest of the Premier League is that strong indeed. So him and somebody else could be the signing where it's at. All right, I think you lot will have a good season anyway. I think a lot of people are expecting you lot to drop off. I don't see it at all.
When you say good season, what's the good season?
Like
roundabouts what you did last season, like third, second,
drop off
runs. No. People, when I say people are expecting a drop off, like I've seen people talk about how you lot won't finish in the top 4, which I think is crazy.
That's like we could make no signings and I'd still say we finished top 4.
I don't think
that's how bad this league is.
And that's not even because I think you lot are great.
Yeah, that's how bad
teams
this
around
league
you.
is. Yeah.
If teams around you was doing great business, I'd go, all right. Or if you'd lost the player, but you still have quality. Let's say Slot is terrible, hypothetically, even though I don't think he is. Even him being awful, I still think your player's individual quality will get you to a certain point. That's just me, though.
Do you know what?
Thank God for that.
Do you know another thing as well with the contract?
He'll be back. Yeah, go on, Hans.
No, with the contract thing, just thinking about it as well. Even though Sociedad are trying to keep him, his agent could be like, this is a way for me to get a better deal for my player as well. In the meantime, we already know we want to make the move. They'll be like, well, Sociedad is saying this, and then they can just, just tweak certain things, give his player an extra bit. Maybe.
Nah. So his agent is Xavi Alonso's agent. We've got a long-standing relationship with this agent. It's the same agent Richard Hughes done business with when he would bring in like Areola to Bournemouth. So he's also got a long-standing relationship with him. The agent is actively pushing for him to make this move to Liverpool because he knows it's the next step in his career. Bearing in mind, we signed Xavi Alonso in 2004.
Yeah.
We've got a 20-year relationship.
Damn. You got a point there. Now you do.
We do things properly over here, Flawless. We don't put us around like you guys.
Hey, no, they got a new tunnel, bro.
Oh,
about time we got a new tunnel.
Have you fixed the roof yet?
About time? No, every fuck.
Nah, the tunnel is more important.
When it's raining and that, and then you see Old Trafford, that's not important to you.
They're going to build a new stadium.
But in your city, that's what I've also heard, that we are building. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that there's a lot of talk and no action in regards to that. So we'll see. Because there is a lot of space around Old Trafford if you do indeed want to build a new stadium. But I'll believe it when I see the planning permissions and things actually start getting active. I ain't going to jump out the window on a new stadium. Plus, they don't change too much. New stadium, same shit team. It's like, improve the team. That's what needs to be done.
Hey, your manager is good, though.
All right, so if your manager gets sacked, you can take him then.
When did you say, or if?
I said, if your man, if, whenever, when your manager leaves eventually, even if it's 10 years from now, you can go get Ten Hag.
Nah,
you never know, man. Slot might do the Klopp thing. He might be there another 9 years, man.
Or
the one league title, the one champs, the one FA Cup, the one League Cup. He might do that.
Or rather one of the players' coaches.
I feel like I didn't like the way you just said one like that.
Yeah,
Is
nah,
that not
like,
what?
it's
Is that
just
not what
literally, nah,
happened?
like, this is,
Is that
I
not
don't,
what
I don't,
happened?
I know, but I feel like the way you said it
nah,
was like
this is the slick
there was
shit
a
I'm
vim
talking
behind
about.
your
How
voice.
how is
Man
it
says
slick
stuff
by
behind his
stating
teeth, you know,
facts?
and thinks he can just run like,
How
nah.
it is
This is what I'm
frustrating.
saying, man. Like, my man does this all the time and then tries to act all innocent. Like, I ain't done
Yeah, I
nothing.
was like,
I'm just
you,
stating facts.
What did
Like,
I
nah,
say?
bro.
That
you
was
heard it,
crazy.
Stro. Like it
Nah,
felt like there
like,
was a
I've
bit
been
of.
dealing with this for years.
No, I hear
Hey,
it.
He
I hear
thinks I
it.
don't
Flawless, how
know
much,
his slick tactics.
What
No,
did
I
I
hear
hey,
say?
it. I
Flawless,
hear
how
it.
much more money do you guys have to spend to be back?
Oh, so it's not so much a question of how much more money. It's just about bringing in more players. But then again, that ties into the manager. Because if you get rid of this manager and you bring in a system, that then lessens how many players you need. With this
You
manager,
don't,
we are say that again.
don't have a system.
No,
Right, so can I ask you a question? Are you not
no.
pissed off? Slot's been here for 3 weeks and he's already organised and playing the system.
Oh,
And Ten Hag's been here for 3 years.
live
And
it.
I
But
can't tell you United's system
neither
or
can I.
pattern to play.
But people will can't be on streams or people will be on social media and have to do whole breakdowns for a half an hour or 45 minutes or an hour telling you about the system. So yeah, that's just another example of it of Slot going straight to Liverpool and already implementing the system. Now, if Ten Hag wasn't there and it's another manager, then that lessens how many players we then need. Because as much as I don't rate these players overall, they're not as bad as they're being made out. But because they're out, because they don't have
They're being hung out to dry.
yeah, because they don't have the individual quality to cover for the deficiencies of the manager. And the manager don't have the quality to cover for the deficiencies of the players. So it's a shit show all around. That's why I'm so adamant about bringing in players this window. Because we are relying on individual quality. If we bring in 3 or 4 players of individual quality, we can do something based off of them. But without it, nah. It's the same team.
Flawless, you guys changed your ownership, but you
Yes.
kept the same manager, bro, which is mad.
Yes. Crazy. The only thing they've done that I don't like. Everything else, I've been pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised by what any else have done.
Changed the tunnel, but didn't change the manager that ain't helping.
Crazy. But people will then say, oh, why do you have doubts over Ineos? Because of keeping the manager. Because that's the only department I look at and I go, I don't trust you lot. And the fact that I've said it before, I say it again, the fact they interviewed Tuchel for the job still annoys me. And people brush that under the carpet. That they thought he was the guy to take us forward. The guy that Bayern Munich said is not good enough halfway through a season. And we said, you know what? That's the guy we need to go get to improve Manchester United. So even with the whole, if Ten Hag gets sacked, I don't trust him to get the next guy. Now, an accident, could they pick the correct manager? Yes.
Yeah.
But again, hear what I said, on accident.
An accident. What is I don't know if I've ever heard you say it, but what's like a priority? Like if you had to pick in terms of position that you need, obviously going into the season, unless you've already got it, what's a priority position for you right now? Like, we need to get this position sorted out first, then we can sort out it.
It's so tough to answer this because we are so bare everywhere. Like
Yeah, I hear it.
we are lacking in quality everywhere, but in particular centre back.
Even with, I guess Lenny was injured. Yeah,
because Yoro's injured because this manager decided to play him.
Man, had to have surgery, bro. That's
manager. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
surgery.
Yeah, he had to have surgery.
Yeah, because it's 3 months, it's 3 months he's out for. But I heard reports saying it could be longer. But central midfield still a major priority, and strike is still a major priority. People act like all.
But you just signed.
Xerxes a good signing, but he wasn't. He was supposed to. I've said this. It should be Xerxes, and Xerxes should be an addition. Xerxes is now. You mentioned about Zubimendi being the guy that all this pressure's on. Liverpool are in a better place than Manchester United, are in a better situation, and Zubimendi is a much more experienced player than Xerxes. So Xerxes going into a worse situation with worse players, with a worse manager, arguably the worst part of our team. And not only is he got to come over to a new country, adapt to our whole playing a whole new system, whole new playing new teams with new teammates, like I said, in a whole new country, and not only play well but transform everybody else. That's unfair to him.
Yeah, no.
And that's where it's at. So I like the signing of Xerxes, but it should be Xerxes and a Tony, or Xerxes and a senior striker. So then you have Xerxes, you have a senior striker, you have Højlund who can play from the middle, you have Sancho who can play through the middle. But we put all this pressure on Xerxes. Literally, he is now the guy that everyone's looking at and going. A lot of the fans have mentioned to say, "Oh, you're going to be the guy to turn this around for us." Guy who scored 13 league goals in the past 2 seasons. That's unfair to him
because he's not a number 9.
Yeah, he's a false 9. Man,
That's what I
false
mean.
9.
So I don't.
So he called
understand
himself
where this whole-
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5. But the point I'm making is 9. Let's say 9 false 9. Same difference is what I'm talking about. Because like even Sancho playing there, it's like I like the idea of that, but will the manager do that? No. Everyone's convinced all of a sudden his manager is gonna just start picking the right team. Why? People are like, oh, he played him in preseason. He played Sancho false 9 the entire part of last preseason, and then we started the season and never seen him play there again. So why I don't get why the changes. I don't understand all this newfound hope. Actually, I do get it. It's because we've not played for a while and it's a new cast smell, which I've mentioned before. Because we haven't played for so long, people have forgot how bad we were. And it's kind of like, oh, United weren't that bad. I bet. Yeah, go on then. So what you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say because obviously I haven't spoken to Stroh in a minute, but what was I know it's pre-season and stuff, but what and you can answer it as well. What's your takeaway from the game we played in pre-season? Because I saw some good things from Man United, and also some horrible stuff from you guys as well. Defensively, attacking, did we cause most of our issues? I'd probably say yes, but you guys had chances in that game. But I know it's pre-season. But I'd love to know where your heads are at in terms of what you guys saw from that game.
I'll answer this quickly because I know I didn't watch, so that's where I'm at with it. Like I'm already past this season already. Like I don't want to watch us in the Premier League, so forget watching us in preseason. But I did hear what you said there, that we played well and we created some chances. And lo and behold, we did that when he played the better players, and then he took off the better players, and then we started to struggle because we kind of rely on individual quality. But yeah, Stroh, I think you might have watched. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I've watched all of our preseason games. So I'll touch on the United one first. United only had chances because we let them have chances. All their chances came from our mistakes. That's not me trying to be disrespectful. When you watch the game, that's exactly what happened. I thought Rashford had a good game, which from an England point of view was good to see. And just for his own confidence, I think he needs a game like that. And I think he's going to have a different season this season. I've seen some good stuff from United, but the second we didn't make the mistakes, the second we played out from the back, we cut through them like it was just a knife through butter. It was so easy at times. And yes, I know obviously it's pre-season and stuff like that, but when you look at the Arsenal game, the goals that we scored and the manner of the goals that we scored and the football we were playing, you look at the United game, the Betis one was always a weird one because you could tell he was trying Endo in there to see what Endo would look like in a double pivot, trying to play out from the back, and that's the reason why he's not featured, hence the reason he's gone to go and get Zubimendi, and he's really pushing down on this kind of a player. I'm very happy with the stuff that I've seen because it's a lot more patient. There's a definite style, and I feel like we've not had Trent, not had Ali, not had Verge, Robertson, McAllister. You bring them into this system with that style of play, I think we can play some really good football. So I was happy. But United, man. Like it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for United fans. It's great for us because when you watch them, they're just they're like us in 2010 when we had like Jovanovic and them, man. Like they will produce some high moments, but then out of nowhere you're like, what is this that I'm watching? And it just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I was very happy with what I seen. Really happy because just from a coaching point of view, just what he's done, the way he's come in, how he's been so hands-on with the players. With and I mean the smallest details, and obviously you hear Curtis Jones's interview, and obviously I know he spoke to Paul from Redmen in like the little media bit. I think it was at the Eagle Stadium, and he was like, "Look, I didn't mean it." He was like, "Look, I didn't mean it to come across disrespectful, etc., etc." But like the players, everything I've heard is the players are massively surprised with how detailed he is, and I mean it's the smallest details. You receive it on the back foot, which means you're able to open your body up a lot more to play the pass quicker. Just the smallest details make a big difference. So I'm very happy so far with what I've seen.
So get to a couple of things. Hey, AEM, big up for becoming a member of the channel, man. Join second tier Sarcasm City Soldier. Appreciated, man. Much appreciated. If you want to join the membership, links in the pinned comment, people. But big up everyone who's supporting. Run up the likes, yo. There's just over 40 people in there at 46 likes. Girls up to 50 likes, people. Girls up to 50 likes. Make sure you subscribe to Enzi's channel. Make sure you subscribe to G's channel. The links are in the title. So you click the links right now, people, and it opens up new tabs, and then you can subscribe to the man them and find all their socials as well. And AEM's been kind enough to give 5 Sarcasm City TV memberships as well, people. So yeah, if he gifted you a membership, say thank you in the chat to him. I want to see claps, fire emojis, big ups to AEM in the chat for gifting 5 memberships. Hey, appreciated, my guy. Much appreciated, for real, for real. W's in the chat. You lot already know. And to Delaney, he says we don't need 3 strikers, we need a midfield. Here's the problem: we need both. And this is the problem with Manchester United. We are bare everywhere to the point where people go, oh, now we have to. No, everywhere should be a priority, in particular the spine of your team. So we need 3. We need 3. Look at the strikers we have. If you want to class Sancho as one, even though the manager kind of, it's literally Xerxes and Højlund.
Do you know what? Frankie de Jong. I'll be vexed if you get him, you know.
Say that again?
I see you guys linked with Frankie de Jong. I'll be vexed if you guys get him.
Oh yeah, that's another one I spoke about.
I can't support him. He's one of my favorite ballers, bro. And I can't support him if
I'm just tired of it, man. It's like, yo, Frieza coming back again in Dragon Ball Z. It's like you again. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Frieza come back.
That's what it is, man. Frieza come back again. Like,
you know, and Frieza kept coming back. You're like, yeah, it's true.
Frieza came back from the dead so more than any other character I know known to man. This guy came back to life in so many different sagas. Killed and came back to life. I swear he was in the afterlife as well. But
he was in the afterlife, just chilling as like some
just chilling.
Little way.
Yeah. But shout out to great villain though, so I understand why they brought him back. But that's my point. That's how I feel about the De Jong signing. Is De Jong a quality player? Absolutely. Does he fit what we need? Absolutely. But what has changed? That's how I would look at that. Like, what has made him go, all right, all of a sudden now I want to join Manchester United?
Maybe but Danny Olmo plays in a different position too. So
I'm like, what is it? Bear in mind, we wanted you all last summer. I think the summer before. This might be 2-3 summers in a row. We've ran you down. And all of a sudden now you want to change.
But there was the thing about the country. We didn't want to leave because obviously Barca still owed him money in it from COVID. Yeah. So if he left, he weren't unsure if they were going to pay him the rest of
his wages are a joke, aren't they?
Yeah, his wages are a man. And I know they need money as well.
There's extras in it to pay off the rest of that 17 mil they owed him. But your midfield, bro, like it feels like you got an attack and then you got guys that want to defend. But in that middle of the park, bro, it feels like everything just parked.
We don't have nothing. Don't even do that. Don't even give him. We have nothing. Don't let these people lie to you, man. Our attack is woeful. People talk about the midfield and it being bad, which it is. Our attack is dreadful. People all of a sudden act like it's good, and I'm like, outside of Xerxes, what's changed? He's the only addition from an offensive standpoint.
From our side of obviously from our side when we're doing streams, right? When you guys signed Xerxes and Euro, all we were hearing like, I can't believe, look at the business, man. And I'm like, those 2 players don't impact
good business. Very, very, very good business. But it had to be more. Like when I spoke about Xerxes, and it had to be Euro, Xerxes, and do I like those 2 signings? Yes.
The way they were speaking about them, bro, is as if you're now above us or you've caught us with those 2 signings. I'm like, what? Them 2, the youngsters, I'm not saying they're not got potentials and they can't be good in the future. 2 good players. But yeah, bro, that didn't shift the needle for Man United to move forward, bro. They still need a lot more in there, bro. The midfield area is the key part.
Yeah,
where I saw, especially our pre-season, you got too much gaps, man. Too much.
You know what I think about Manchester United? Yeah, it's so weird because I hear like what Flawless said, and I agree in terms of the manager.
I think this
in a
is
general sense.
Football club when I think of them.
Yeah. So obviously, like you see. When you think of like obviously your manager and that, obviously, like I get it, style of play and all that kind of stuff. Of course, it's not popping, whatever. Then you go over to like the other side, and you're like, a part of you or a part of me thinks maybe if you just chill with my man for a bit longer, because he has won 2 trophies since being here, so clearly he's good at something, and he's got something in him that still allows for him that. As poor as he's been, as dead as at times you guys have looked, but you've also looked good at other times. Maybe there's like, I don't know, it's a weird one with 10. I get it. Like, listen, I'm with you. If I was a United fan, of course, I'd be sitting there saying, bro, man, need a new manager, and you'd be totally justified. But then a part of me also thinks about, I don't know, man. I feel like he's one of those managers where he's like 1 season away from potentially like changing the tide. But it's whether he does it. Yeah, I know.
The trophies are here. That's the only plus point to him. The only
I know,
plus point I
but
can go into this season is we can win, not major trophy. Because someone mentioned that yesterday on the United Chelsea Spurs show, and because I said someone asked me about Europa League, I said I don't think we can win Europa League. Someone's like, "Oh, you being too harsh." I said, "Where's the evidence to prove that this manager can do anything in Europe? He's been poor in Europe before he got here. He was poor, and he was poor in Europe whilst he's been here. He's done nothing. And yeah, he reached the semi-final with Ajax. I think he had another semi-final appearance in the Europa League as well. But he's done nothing of note. Because if I sit here and turn around and say, I don't think we can win domestic cups, man would want to point to us winning 2 domestic cups. But when I say he's been poor in Europe, man then don't want to say or use that as evidence. Like, you can't have it both ways. Like, could we win domestic cups? Absolutely, yeah. We could win an FA Cup or League Cup this coming season. Definitely.
And that's listen, we don't know what's going to happen this season, and of course we're just guessing at this point, right? But I don't know. There's something about him, because when I think about him and then I compare him to like other managers, obviously you're going to get judged over a 38-game season. We've watched you as big up manager. You said 8 position, -1 goal difference. You lot have stunk in the league. I get all of that, but then the reality is, again, sometimes I do sit there and think, you know what though? Like, there's just something about Erik ten Hag. I sit here and think to myself, but slyly, there's other managers out there who haven't won shit and haven't been doing nothing for time. At least, bare minimum, you guys are winning something. At least, and I know that is not good enough. 100% know. You're Manchester United. You want to be doing things, but you could be Arsenal right now, and I've gone through the last 2 seasons. I get it, finishing second. They've done well in the league, but still no trophy. Now imagine Manchester United wins another cup trophy next season, and Arsenal don't win anything next season. I'm not saying second isn't looked upon more favorably, but then you start thinking to yourself, this brother can't even win a fucking FA Cup. Like that kind of winning mentality over a period of time, that's gonna help, bro. Like, it has to help. Like,
that's more of an indictment on. That's more of an indictment on Arsenal. I get your overall point about winning trophies. Yeah. That's always a plus. Winning trophies is always a positive. It's this whole throwing away trophies, unless you are 100% for Premier League and Champions League. I understand you not taking FA Cup, League Cups as serious, but everyone else, bar Manchester City, should be taking those competitions serious. Yeah, 100%. Unless you're in a relegation battle, or unless you're Manchester City, that's it. Like, to me, you should be taking them serious. And the thing is, you got to look at, is it sustainable? And it's like, no, eventually your luck gonna run out. Could he win a FA Cup or League Cup based off? Yes. Because he's won 2 trophies in his first 2 years, and that's what people hang their hat on. But we had our worst ever Premier League campaign ever, and we had our worst ever Champions League campaign ever. We had the worst Champions League campaign in British history. These things matter. It's kind of like
it's in British history.
In British history, not just English history, British history. And this is the thing: is the stats roll out. You know what I'm saying? 96 teams in Europe. Out of 96 teams in Europe, we were 95th with shots faced, and we went out in December. Make that make sense?
Who was last?
Games in Europe. I'm not sure who was last.
What errors do you guys miss? The Moyes one or this current one?
What do you mean?
So when you had Moyes that jumped in and Moyes started beating, like he started breaking his.
I knew, but the thing is, from the jump, I knew Moyes wasn't the guy.
Everyone could tell Moyes wasn't going to be it, bro. I remember, I was in like year 8 them time, innit? Like that time I was in year 8. I was getting the school bus, like I was just surrounded by United guys, and it was annoying, And the guy, one of my mates was sat next to me on the bus like every morning, because he was telling me about Moyes was going to get appointed as United manager before because his mum works in something where she knew about it, and like he was bigging it up. He was like, oh, he's going to be good. I was like, bro, come on, man. Moyes replacing Ferguson, like, come on, like it's not going to work. He was like, no, it's going to work. It's going to work. I'm like, bro, it was so obvious at the end of the day that was never going to work. Replacing Ferguson, David Moyes at Everton. Like, come on, bro. He did a good job at Everton, but it's a whole different level at the end of the day. And that's it.
But like with managers, I'll always give unless like you've got a horrendous record or you've done bad consistently somewhere, or you're coming off a bad job, I'll give new managers a chance. Even when Ten Hag, when he got here, didn't know a lot about him, but I was like, you know what? All right, let's see how you did.
But there was good hype. There was like hype around Ten Hag at the time. Like, there was reason for you guys to be optimistic when he joined you. Like, at the end
and it made sense. And the first season shown that as well.
I agree with you.
I'm not saying you're not, but the first season is shown that. But in the second, you can't have that fall off. Drop off, yes, but you can't fall off a cliff. You just can't do it. But hey, some fans accept. Everyone's different. I'm just not with it.
What did you think of what Paul Scholes said about Onana?
What did he say?
What did he say?
that he said he's really worried. He's still really worried about this
Yeah,
keeper.
100%.
Like,
He's
it's
smart.
just,
That's another thing.
I agreed
People
with. I
think
was
all
like,
of a sudden
Scholes
defensively
is
we're gonna
spot
be
on
we
there.
gonna be solid with this goalkeeper who was
Yeah.
excels at nothing.
Big
He
up
said
on
it on the overlap the other day, I think.
Yeah, I don't get it. All this new fight, it's the same team with the same manager, but everyone's putting onus on the coaches and the news and the technical director and the director of football. All right, we'll find out. We're almost there. You know what I'm saying? We're 7. We're literally a week away. Literally a week away. Friday the 16th of August.
I'll put him down to win the Golden Gloves, bro.
Yeah. This guy got jokes. Make sure you subscribe to
Yo,
NC.
De Gea back in the club,
What's
man.
that? Yeah, De Gea's got Fiorentina. He's got
Fiorentina, yeah.
It is. And big up everyone saying congrats on the 12K. Appreciate it. I
Yeah,
see all you
congrats,
lot in the
man.
chat,
Yeah,
man.
big up, man.
Much
Big up,
appreciated
man.
for real. And to Sanju said earlier about back the manager, give him a chance to do what? Like, what's the expectation? What are we doing?
Hey, Stro, you sharing this news, bro?
But yeah, go on to get to it, Stro.
Wait.
Right, so before I start with the Zubimendi thing, Zaha looks like he's going Leicester.
Yeah, I saw
How's he going
Ornstein.
Leicester?
Oh, is it Leicester now? I thought he was going to go
Ornstein-
Crystal Palace.
David Ornstein tweeted it. Yeah, no, the Palace thing's off. Ornstein just tweeted Leicester trying to get him.
Nothing.
I'll take a punt at him, little
Zubi.
Go on, what's going on with Zubimendi?
So basically, so the reason I kept flicking off because I just needed to go and ask a few different questions. So the tier 1 journalist from Sociedad has basically come out and reported that Liverpool expect a deal to be done this weekend based on reassurances from Zubimendi, looking to finalise the details with the structure of the payment, which is where the issues lay from the beginning. However, there's people in Sociedad now that expect him to leave. And what I've been told is basically that Liverpool expect the deal to be done based on the promises that he's basically given to us over the past few weeks. So
How much do you think he improves you then, Stro? Let's say hypothetically you sign him.
Expect news tonight or expect news in the morning?
Looks like can't go to sleep then.
How much do we expect him to improve us? Significantly.
Yeah.
Significantly.
So what does he change in regards to your what you expect from the season? I actually don't know what it is. So yeah, let's say for him now, what is it? Is it a title charge? Is it you looking more at the last stages of the Champions League? Is it the domestic cups?
Do you know what it is? When you look at us last season, right, we were an emotional team, probably at times too over emotional. Especially when you go into that last run in and we lacked control, significantly. When you look at the fact that we were constantly going a goal down, yes, that was based on the players at our disposal and the structure and the injuries and whatever, right? But we were just we weren't very structured in certain areas. What Zubimendi does instantly is he gives us that structure, but he gives us the control, which means that realistically we're not going to get counter-attacks on a lot. And look, he's not a destroyer. He's never going to be a Fabinho-type destroyer. Slot doesn't want a destroyer. He wants a control and he wants someone that can dictate. So the perfect example, right, is you look at Arsenal last season, in the big games they brought Jorginho in because they wanted that control. He will be our version of that. You look at Rodri, right? There's a reason why Manchester City don't look like Manchester City when Rodri's not there. Guess who looked like Spain when Rodri wasn't there? Spain. Do you know why? Because Zubimendi came on. I'm not saying he's Rodri level yet. This is how good this guy can be. The fact that in a European final, he comes on for the best defensive midfielder in the world and no one notices just shows you the ceiling that this kid's got.
First, man. You know what I'm saying? High praise. So what are you saying? Title charge? What's on the agenda of
Quadruple
Zubimendi?
charge, bro. I'm saying
no, because look.
Wait. Hold up. Ryan, say that again. Wait, you gotta hear that. Sorry. What did you say? Say that again, my friend.
Depending on other signings, innit? Quadruple charge.
This guy, man. Why do you talk?
All right, what other signings? Let's go down this road. I like this road.
I said this 3 years ago.
Yo, you did say it 3 years ago. That's
we were
all well and
good.
good. We are talking. We're not talking 2021. We are talking 2024, my friend. So Zubimendi and what other signings is a quadruple charge? What other signings are needed? Talk to us. You can name names up
and defender.
Wait, what defender? Centre back, like left-sided
Like
centre
one
back.
of those like
left back.
centre back, left-footed centre backs, man. I need one.
No,
of
like an
them in my club.
Inacio, for example.
Nah, he's not still shit. I don't want
No,
him.
but like an Inacio, who's like a
Kind of
left-sided
like that
centre back.
profile, like a
Right. I wouldn't say he's
Hincapié
shit.
at Leverkusen.
Nah,
maybe.
this is just Ryan, man. Like,
What's
you
the
told me
attacker?
some
What
world
attackers
class
you need?
players are terrible.
Is
I-
this
I-
why
I
when
need
people
my
come across them like, oh yeah, we little tie all you Liverpool fans together.
No. I'll give you a chance to respond. I just want to get to the end of this road, and then go on.
Nah,
So
because
what else
he's
we need?
talking for
An
Liverpool
attacker.
fans.
What is it?
This ain't
He's
good.
talking. All right,
We're on
wait, 1
stream.
second. I got you. 1 second. I got you. Look, bear with me 1 second. Go on, Ryan. Go on. What else do you need?
Attacker in it,
What attacker?
because I can't rely on
Left,
Diaz
right,
or Nunez over a season.
left winger,
Yeah?
right winger. What type?
Any attacker, bro.
Man, just
give,
say
me,
Honestly.
give me an
Quadruple charge,
effective
yeah?
attacker. That's all I need, bro. Just anyone that replaces with Diaz or Nunez in that front three. That's all I need, man.
For those of you that want to know what's happening right now, Flawless is railroading Ryan down a position which is going
Yeah,
to
that's
be
why it's
increasingly
funny.
embarrassing for Ryan because he doesn't realise what's happening.
How come when it's me, I get held to my word to a T.
See
If
my
I say
point?
anything, I dot the I's and cross the
Yeah.
T's. When it's me, I get
No, I see.
to
I
a
see.
T.
I see.
You see my point?
But
Yeah.
when it's
No.
Ryan or it's someone in the chat, it's like, oh, we got allowed him. I don't get
this-
allowed.
No,
This man in
no.
the
I didn't
corner.
say. No, because I know exactly where you was going with this. But Ryan was still answering the question. I was like,
That's
Ryan,
what
you
I'm
should just
saying.
stop speaking from
He
the
said it.
second.
No one said.
I
he
know,
said
but
triple charge.
Ryan,
exactly.
Right, you just
Why
caught a
did you put
charge with
yourself?
all of us, and it's a no comment.
Exactly.
Joe.
Exactly.
I said quadruple charge, not that we're gonna win. the
Yeah.
quadruple.
You said
So-
charge. So like, what
Charge,
does
you
that
know.
mean? Is that
That's a
two
wild
final?
comment.
I'm afraid he didn't add charge, bro. He said quadruple.
I
He
said
said quadruple
charge.
originally, but then he reassessed it. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
said
Came down a
quadruple
level,
charge.
and then quadruple. So it was
I said it
quadruple
all
charge.
along. I never said
With a
just
left-sided centre
quadruple.
back.
No,
So
I get it,
a
because
left-sided centre back and an attacker. Get it?
And Anthony
Listen.
Gordon, man, just came to my club.
it's
Okay.
honestly, bro. Like now, I realize, when people come across and they just look at it like, nah, this Liverpool guy's gonna waffle. I'm like, bro, we're not all the same. We actually do talk sense.
That's why I tell people, speak to that individual. Don't
Yeah.
speak to me because I didn't say whatever that person said. You have to speak to me specifically and then ask me that question. Because then we all get labeled
Don't
whatever
worry,
we
man.
get
I
labeled.
said I said I got you lot, man. Don't worry about it, man. I got you lot. Don't worry about it, man. The chat. I got you lot, man. See, don't worry, man. Anytime, man. Anytime Ryan says some wild shit, you might just say
You know,
banner.
okay, you know why as well, Ryan,
Anytime.
yeah?
Hey,
You know-
ends just say banner. Or same to UG, right? Anytime he says some wild shit you don't want to associate, just say flawless banner, and I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep it on for
You-
the whole show, because no doubt.
Yeah, because I think it'll just be easier even just doing it.
No,
You know why,
someone-
Ryan, yeah? You'll go too left sometimes, and then you'll go the other side. And I'm like, bro, like sometimes you actually
Oh,
just need to
shit.
judge what you're seeing instead of just going too far. You just said quadruple charge. You and I both know if Liverpool don't go on a quadruple charge,
I
everyone's
hope you
coming back
guys
to
know
you.
I'm just saying
No,
that
because
as a
they
joke as
refer back
well.
to this stream. It's like, oh,
No, exactly. Yeah, they'll come back to this stream.
They'll
Stro, myself,
No,
and
but-
we were all on here. You
Trust
guys said
me.
this. No, we did not say
You
this.
do know I'm kind of saying it as a joke as well.
No, you're not.
See,
no, you're
the
not.
fact that you
No,
even
you're
say
not.
I am.
kind of saying it.
No, you're not.
Stro just said it. No, Stro just said it. We all just caught a charge. It is no comment. Just keep quiet until we get the lawyers and solicitors here, and then we can
Man's
deal with
right,
it.
he's
Yeah.
really drinking.
You're just
that
ready to
Kool-Aid.
just bro.
Nah, but this
Zubimendi
is
had
my
another
point,
good
right?
signing.
Nah,
Zubimendi
but
and
no-
Gordon, he's ready. Go
No,
on.
but see, this is what I'm saying,
Zubimendi,
right?
Gordon, and
this is what I'm saying.
Hincapié or something.
Right, but the point I'm trying to make, right, is Ryan's also the first person to, the second the police put it on him, I was with these, man. Like, you heard him. He tried throwing Cal into
No,
the
I
mix.
wouldn't.
He tried throwing Cal into the mix
Give him my
20 minutes
first and
ago.
second name. Like, fuck it. No.
Where their addresses, what they were wearing, where they stashed everything. Like,
Yeah,
nah.
bro.
That's
When
how someone's
Flo-
going to
listen,
explain
right,
it, though, Stro.
right.
That's how they're going to explain it. Oh, yeah,
I know.
Stro and G was talking about quads.
This
What?
is what
No,
I'm
we weren't.
saying.
No, we weren't. We never said anything.
Ryan, right? Listen, I know you've been on shows with Flawless for years. For someone that's known him for a very, very long time, he has the tendency to be slick, and he has the tendency to railroad you into a position to get an answer he wants, so he can hold you accountable. Because
I
as
know.
you've seen, he is also the first person to go, well, I get held accountable, and that's all he's trying to do to you. So I can see it coming a mile away, because he's got a cheeky ass smile and he thinks he's slick.
And he starts talking
No,
quick.
he's a
He just stopped
psychopath, I
talking.
know, but
Yeah.
like,
So the
Why?
second,
Why?
the
Wait,
second
what did you just call me, Ryan? What did you just call me?
He's a psychopath.
Why am I a psychopath? Wait, why am I a psychopath?
Because I actually agree with
You know.
Stroll. Like, this is what you do.
What do I? So wait. I hold people accountable, and I'm the bad guy. Is this
Yeah.
what we're saying? I hold
100%.
people account. Hear this chat. I hold people
wait, see,
accountable,
why
and
are
I'm
you
the
pulling for
bad
the
guy.
chat, bro?
You're
It's a
not.
conversation between us. What you trying
The
to
chat are
involve
also
other people
involved.
for?
I'm just making sure the chat are here as
It's
witnesses
not
as
a
well.
bad thing, Flawless, that hold people accountable. But I don't like the way you use it because you use it to subject all of us into that matter. In terms
No, it's
of
not all of you. Though.
Ryan said the Liverpool. You won't say Ryan said it, or Ray, and you would say Liverpool fans. This is what Liverpool fans are saying.
I need to do that. I'll say Ryan. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, it's like perfect example. G, back me
Nah,
up
Ray
on
and
right.
the Liverpool fan.
That's fair.
Do you
I'll
say Ray and the Liverpool fan, or do you just say Ryan said it?
Nah, if Ryan said they don't know if it's some wild shit.
Nah, to be fair, if
Ryan
it's
said-
Ryan, he will just say it's Ryan.
No, I'll say it's Ryan. Trust
He'll
me,
put
I
him
love
under the
crashing
bus.
on him.
But
It's
G,
great. You know what I'm saying? I love
back me
this
up on
quadruple
this.
thing. I hope
Because-
you actually sign Gordon and Zubimendi so we can.
Well,
we
Premier
can
Premier
I'm
League.
Your
Won the
army of your
Champions
channel will go
League.
to other shows saying that, oh yeah, this is what them Liverpool man was saying.
No. They'll say Ryan because they like crashing on him everywhere. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they'd
They'll
actually,
say specifically.
like, yeah.
They'll
That's actually
they'll
true,
let it be
yeah.
known. Like they put when it's him and they shooting at him, they write his
trust
name on
me.
the bullet. Yeah.
Flawless
They
is
make sure
slick
they know.
talk. Flawless is slick talk. It's 16 out of 10.
How
It's
is
just that.
it?
Oh.
Yeah. It actually
Oh.
is. It actually is. It actually is.
What
It
is
actually
slick
is.
about what I just said? He jumped out the window and said quadruple
Because
track.
nah,
Whoa,
I'm not just talking about that, right? We're talking about before, and G back me up. The one Premier League, the one Champions League.
Yeah. He did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
not
There's an undertone with the way that you said
This
it.
is what I'm
You said
saying.
facts. You said facts, and yes, we agree with everything that you said. You didn't say
But
anything
it's the
wrong.
manner in which he says
Yeah,
it.
like there's
And
a
then
whole.
he
There's a
gives you,
whole.
he gives you a
tone, like-
look with a smirk on his face, and he's like, I ain't done nothing. I've been dealing with this for years.
Yo, this guy been saying.
The thing is, I feel sorry for Stroh slightly. Like I kind of wish like I was here from like time ago, just to give you some relief, like
balance it
at a
out.
bare minimum.
Me and Stroll
Just,
have
you know what I
been
mean?
having the
Balance it
same
out.
conversation for yonks, and it's like, yo, hey, people say stuff.
Oh,
So
here
I'm
we
like,
go.
all right, let's elaborate on that. What do you mean by that? Like, I wonder, like, let's hear, especially if you say something that's a bit left field. Like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? And people don't like me stating facts. I don't know if it's my tone of voice. This is just the way I talk.
See,
You
and
don't talk to me off of that.
see
This is how I
twist it.
sound.
People don't like me talking facts, you know. People don't like me talking facts, you know. I'm a factual guy. I've got no problem with the facts. What I don't like is the way it's the one Premier League. Like, we're not in an argument with, like...
I didn't say it like that. I just said, yeah, the one
Gee.
Premier League, the one Champions
Nah,
League, one
nah.
FA Cup,
But
the one.
as soon as you started speaking, it's like in my head, I was like, why? Like, why did he say that? Like, why did you say it like that? You didn't have to say.
This is
I know you
what
did.
I'm
It's okay.
saying.
We're still boys. It's fine.
Do you
Yeah,
I
know
get it.
boys,
this is
yeah, it's all
I
recorded
get it
and
now.
we can
I
go
get
back
it.
and watch
It's all love.
the season?
Hey,
You're right,
Sasha,
it's
no one
fine.
asked you anything. You know what I'm saying about finally. No one asked you anything. Look at this big up C1 says Bun Flawless and his views in general.
Oh, is that C1
big
C1?
up.
Is that
Yeah,
annoying
C1, of
C1?
course, yeah, man. That's C1.
Where's this
man.
guy been? This
Shout out
guy's been
C1.
hiding ever since Nigeria lost the AFCON final, bro.
He's just been working. Well, shout out C1 though, man. Shout out
Oh, Bun
C1. And to
C1,
Colin,
man. That
you
guy.
said imagine Liverpool and Manchester United reduced to fighting over third place. United are not fighting. We ain't fighting for top four.
Who does Colin support?
Everyone's bubble on
Who
that.
does Colin support?
Yeah, Colin, who do you support? We are
that's
not.
not-
We are Manchester United as currently constructed right now, the 9th of August, 2024. We are not built to go and compete for top four. The highest we finished with this lot is 6.
Really?
get that straight.
No, I agree. I actually agree. Yeah.
6, of course.
I think that's about
He's actually right.
Say that again. What you
I
saying?
think that's too high to be fair.
No. That's why I said the highest we can finish is 6.
I think the highest you probably can.
Do you reckon you can win the Europa League with this team?
No, with this manager. Take the manager out, yeah. You put a competent manager in charge, absolutely.
That's fair. Yeah.
If you could pick a manager, who would it be? Realistic.
That's
a really
realistic.
good
I still go get Amorim.
Okay.
I wanted Flick before he went Barca, but I'd go get Ruben Amorim because at least he has some form of
Identity. Like.
yeah, he's got a
CV
clear
as
style
well.
of play, CV, and he's got stuff on his resume. He's actually been in the trenches on one stuff. It's like all this. I don't want a manager coming to Manchester United and you've never won anything, and the first time you're trying to win a trophy is here. I think that's a recipe.
Tom
Ten
Litton's
Hag
tears
won.
will be funny.
Nah, Ten Hag had won the Dutch.
He's won. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, he'd won a
Yeah. So that I'm all for that. It's not necessarily like bulletproof, but that's just my preference. Because when you look at Liverpool, Manchester United, and the rest of the big 6, every single manager, all the managers we've hired in the Premier League era, outside of Di Matteo and Sarri, you can throw Arteta in the mix as well, but he didn't even win a major trophy. So outside of Di Matteo winning the Champions League, every manager has won something before they had got there. I don't want a manager coming there and the first time you're trying to win the Premier League for Manchester United and never won anything before. That's the first time you're trying to win any trophy. I'm not even saying it's a major trophy. Pull up with the Europa League. A domestic cup, I would take. Something of note, so you've been under some form of pressure. This was my biggest issue with De Zerbi, even though I rate him as a manager. You're going from at Brighton to Manchester United, where the expectation is completely different. And Ten Hag still received criticism, and he's won trophies here. Obviously, because the football's been bad in the league form, etc., etc. But that's just my personal preference. Go on.
Would you then accept, say, everyone's saying it in the chat, Ruud van Nistelrooy potentially becoming a manager?
From what I've seen, yeah, you see, and he's there, so it makes sense. It makes sense.
Coach. Is he a good coach?
People say
he won like couple couple cup, like their community shield, whatever their equivalent of that is. He won with thing. Listen, look, I'm just throwing out.
He won the Eredivisie with PSV. I think he won.
No, but he won their FA Cup.
Oh, is he not manager? Okay, so he's won something then over there. All right, first.
Yeah. He won it recently, actually, 22-23 season. So he's got a very small amount, but it was more about his style of play. I'm sure that's when Javi Simmons was there. I feel like that's when he was at the club at the time with Cody Gakpo. They were playing some really good football with him at the helm. So yeah, he could be someone if things don't like if it gets to like December or even November, December, you're not playing well, teams languishing, whatever. You've got at least you've got an assistant manager or coach, whoever he is at Man United right now. At least he can just come straight in, as opposed to we need to find someone else.
Yeah, hey, man, certain ex-England manager is out of a job right now. Just saying.
And according to some as well, Ruud's the one basically pulling the strings. According to a lot of people, a lot of fans, Ruud's like 10.
But he would have pull though. He would have more pull than.
That sounds like a Linda's thing.
No, that's what people.
No, but Linda don't have pull like Klopp though. Ruud van Nistelrooy
No. I mean, when Flawless said that, it's like Ruud is pulling the strings there. That's what Linda's been doing for the last.
Oh, you mean like the tactic? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what people have said. That's why Manchester United are going to have a better season.
Man, those Linda's tactics, man, fucking hell.
A lot of people are saying that the coaches are going to have major impact. All right, well,
he can't coach, so he needed someone else to flip and do the damn coaching. He used to be there for just the team talk. But even, Ten Hag, obviously we just go based off things that we see off news and stuff. But he also doesn't even strike me as a good man manager with the way that he's dealt with certain situations. Ronaldo, Sancho, Anthony, even with that kind of whatever was going on with him for a hot piece. And then, now he's obviously, hearing about the way he dealt with Diallo, which I felt like at times in my head, I was thinking, bro, you had Anthony plotting on that right wing for time. When you had Diallo, you could have just blatantly have had in the team, but you chose not to run it for some weird reason. Cool, fair enough. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like his man management. Varane as well, the way that he kind of dealt with someone who is a legend of the game and the way you dealt with him.
Even Maguire as well, man. He's the one that stripped him from the armband as well.
Bro, strip man from the armband.
That was the right move. His first season, all the stuff that he did, I liked. And then the second season, it just went to, I was like.
But there's a way to kind of do things. And I just feel like the way he's kind of gone about his business. Listen, the more you guys stay in the mud, the better it is for me. As long as my son is 4 years old, if he can go to the age of 20 and you lot are still shit, I know that we're doing. I'll be super happy. No, because I had to go through all 20 odd years and see. It's about time that you guys.
I just wanted. The reason why I said that is because, like, when I talk about it, it's like United fans think, "Oh, you just hating or you just being negative." So I'm like, all right, hear how rival fans talk about us.
Some people are just clowns, man.
Have you seen Fabrizio's tweet?
Go on, what's the tweet?
Let's see. Hold on.
And big up Lewis as well every single time, man. Shout out. Make sure you subscribe to Carefree Lewis G every single time. Yeah, someone dropped the tweet in the chat. Colin, who do you support, my guy? Because he says you may well be right. You know your club, but wow, Chelsea ain't doing much. Spurs are Spurs. Villa could get top 4, so who knows? Chelsea just signed Neto, and Spurs just got Solanke. So they both improved in key areas on paper.
What a beautiful day for Liverpool, an extra 13 million bans because of Solanke.
I know that.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
He was so bad for us as well. He was actually shit.
But
he's a good player now, though. He's a good.
He's good now, but like for us, fucking hell, he was bad.
And to AEM, who said, "Would you take Big Ange?"
Hoi, hoi.
I do like him. Like I like the style. I like the way he plays. Talent ID, man. I can't get over Werner and
Werner,
Johnson.
you know.
Those two. And he was
But at
interested
least
in
he's got
talent.
identity, though.
Yeah, he
You
has.
guys
But
are
I can't do that,
missing
man.
identity.
Werner, Gallagher, and Johnson are three of the worst. I can't.
So,
I
have
can't
we seen
forgive.
Gallagher's gone Atletico though, isn't he?
No, but he was interested in Gallagher. Is the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Why?
I can't lie. No, I can't lie. I feel like you guys could have used like a Gallagher in your team last season, 100%.
Manchester United, or are you talking about Spurs?
Manchester United.
We could, hey, G, there's
What?
man in your phone that we could have used who you know. Who like, come on, man. The bar's on the floor, fam. There's man in your phone book right now who you can call, and you're like, yo, you're better than Scott McTominay.
You know, when I'm just looking at
I
my
know
contacts,
Tom
I'm like, you know, there's a
Check
couple
your
guys I
contacts.
know are good.
Yeah, there's man who
they're
you
pretty good.
trust more in our midfield. Like, come on, like, what are we doing out here? That goes to show how bad we've been. So in regards to, I like everything about Big Ange is just the signings.
Yeah, and I hear.
So I'll see how it goes this season. I think Solanke is a good signing for them. I
What,
like the style.
Van der Ven, Madison.
Oh yeah. Van der
They got
Ven,
some
Madison.
good-
Yeah.
couple good
I've
signings.
heard him.
Yeah, but
Saab,
Madison only had like a.
Yeah, he
really
fell
good
off in the
months.
second half of the season, but I still like them
Yeah, there's
overall.
still something there, isn't there? Like, yeah.
And for them to finish, they finished, and they ended up fifth, right? No one
Fifth, I
expected him
think.
to finish fifth.
Was it fifth?
Yeah, after losing
Yeah.
Harry Kane, and they scored more goals without him. So I gotta give him credit for that.
Yo,
Yeah, that's
quick
true.
one. I need to bounce in a sec.
Yeah,
Have you seen the
bless you,
Fabrizio tweet?
No, what's
No.
the? Hey, someone drop the link in the chat for the.
I just went on this thing, but I'm not seeing it.
people. Drop the.
It's
drop the
basically,
Fabrizio tweet.
and it's a briefing. Now the tone started to change. Liverpool are prepared to do anything to get this deal over the line. Arne Slot's involved in the presentation with Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. Expect to see more stuff like that because now we've come from the Sociedad are doing everything to keep him. Now Liverpool are doing everything to get him. And then before you know it, it comes to a here we go and bang, Zubimendi's a Liverpool player.
So you
I
think
think
he
Romano knows fuck all about Liverpool news, but like he
It's
knows
briefed.
like the
It's
agents
a
and stuff
briefing.
in it. So like
It's a briefing. It's
from his
a
agents, not
briefing.
from Liverpool. Like, Liverpool don't
briefing.
brief Fabrizio Romano. No, but his info comes from agents, like not Liverpool. But no,
So, yeah,
I'm not saying
gents,
what he's saying is
The next
right. Like, I'm not
24
denying his
to 48 hours is going to be blissful. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be fun. Ryan, do not WhatsApp me at any point.
mute him. Just gotta mute him. Just fucking fly, man. Just mute him. That's what you
Yo,
gotta do.
even when I'm muting me, he's like he's got burners.
Burner.
I
Right,
know.
it's just
Wait, I
it's
text
baby
you on the same
reindeer.
number.
Just mute him.
Right,
Just
gents.
mute him.
If there's someone I don't want, I mute and archive straight away.
Yeah,
There you
man.
go.
Hey,
Good.
Stroke, love every time, family. Yeah, always
Big
good.
Big up,
job,
Stroke,
bro.
man. Big up, Stroke. Big up,
Every
Stroke.
time, Stroke.
Right,
Bless
peace.
you. Shout out to Stroke. You lot continue to run up the likes. We're at 54 likes. Get us up to 60 likes. Continue to get your questions in as well, people. Also, because to Kingsman, you asked, what do you think of Sanderberg flawless? Not against it for the price they was talking.
His
No, against
profile's
it.
all right, you know.
Yeah, from what I hear about his profile, his skill set, like people are against it because he played for Burnley. It's like I'm not fussed. Like look at the price point. we're
Klopp's
talking.
rated him for
Squad
years,
player.
you know. Klopp wanted him, like
Squad player. Like if he's here,
Yeah.
like I have no issue with Sandenberg. Now if we were signing him for 60 million to start, whole different conversation.
yeah.
But as G just hilariously pointed out, how bad our midfield options are. So getting in a Sandenberg is a step in the right
That's
direction.
because I'm about Sanderberg.
Yeah,
He
because
hates him.
if he was to sign for
Mhm.
Brighton and then balls out, people will go, "Oh, what a steal for Brighton," type of thing. So he could be one of those. Like
But Sam hates
yeah, it's not gonna
Sanderberg.
quiet.
It's
Get
so
him.
funny.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, it's because you got to remember, like when we were linked
Yeah.
with like a Sanderberg at that time, bro. Like we were starving for like
Yeah,
we
it
needed
was
just like
bad,
a
yeah.
midfielder. Yeah, so to then say, "Oh, we're gonna get Sanderberg" at that time was like, bro, are you?
I think it
fucking
was after
serious?
we
Like,
played Genk in the Champions League group in 2019, and he played for him at the time, I think. And Klopp like really, really liked what he saw, and he tried to sign him, I think, or he's really interested in him in like 1 or 2 summers after that. Like like for
Klopp was
never
always on
caught
signing
the
guys
transfer.
who played it well against us. I was always like, bro, like you don't know everybody you need to
Darwin
sign that
Nunez.
plays well
Nunez
against
is
us.
the prime example of that going wrong. Like, let's just be honest.
Nunez, Minamino, like
No, but at
Shaqiri
least
at one point.
Minamino,
Like,
like he was just a squad
I
player,
don't even
innit? Like,
understand. So there's men out here crying out for guys to score goals, and you're saying this is a flop. Guys are actually scoring goals.
Wait,
Who?
who's the flop? Nunez.
Yeah.
Do you
he's
rate
a
Nunez?
massive flop.
Wait, forget that. Ends. Do you rate Nunez?
that's
Yeah,
a
bro.
guy.
Okay, talk
He's
about it.
crap.
Because you're the you're the first person I've heard say that. Go on. Why are you a fan of Nunez?
Bro, look, all I'm gonna say, there was a moment in the season when everyone was like, he has to start. There was a moment where it was like, oh, when he doesn't play, we look toothless. Can he score? Can he convert more? Of course he can. Of course he can. But I think with a bit more structure, you will see the best of it. At the moment on the clock, I felt like there was no structure. It was sporadic in terms of chance creation. That's not to say he shouldn't have scored the tap-ins or whatever. It's just the type of chances you're getting when you don't know when they're coming. I feel like with this play, what I've seen with Arne Slot, I think he will do well with this, bro. 31 G, and I know people don't like to talk about it, but he's still done whatever. And we can't change the goalposts and say, oh, some was in Europa League, whatever. He needs some more in the Premier League. Flawless, ask a simple question, right? I said, would you substitute him scoring 10 match-winning goals? Yeah, that's going to give you whatever points. Or would you take him scoring 20 or 30 plus Premier League goals? People are like, oh, well.
So 10 winning goals or 20 30 overall.
Yeah.
Remember the 20 or 30 overall? It was double.
But here's the thing, though. Those goals could equate to nothing. He could just be in games where we win through. But you're giving me 10 goals where I win the game and I get the 3 points.
It's good things. I'm saying law of averages because you've doubled and trebled it with the 20.
Yeah, but I'm looking at.
I hate him less than I hate Diaz
in the team. So I'm
way.
expecting Mo to score, Jota to score, whoever plays on the wing.
Bro, Jota don't play, bro. He plays like twice a season.
No, but I'm expecting all these guys to score. But if you're going to give me 10 goals, and that's what I'm saying, what are those the goals that's going to equate to winning new games? How many games did he cost us last season?
He cost us a fair few last season.
What games? Name the games.
Luton.
1 game. And everyone else missed in that game as well.
Man United.
Everyone missed in that game as well.
No, but his was bad. Yeah, and he was one of them. His was bad. That time when he had an open net and didn't hit the target or didn't cut it back to Soboslai. That was criminal, bro. Palace, he missed the sitter, we lost. Everton, he missed the sitter, he lost. I can go on, bro. This guy is crap, man. Let's just
you name
Diaz is worse. Diaz is worse. Don't get me wrong, but
you name 1 game, bro.
I've named you a few games where he cost us, bro.
No, you didn't.
I definitely did. I named you a few games.
You picked out games where he missed a chance, but so did everyone else.
A crucial chance. No, I'm not saying he was the only reason, but I'm saying that he was one of the reasons.
Everyone else.
If he scores in those games, like if he puts us 2-1 ahead at United, we probably win that game. If he equalises against Palace, we probably going to win that game. Same with Everton. He cost us at crucial points when it mattered, bro. You can't rely on him.
No, cool, no problem. Everton beat us 2-0. I didn't watch the game, by the way. I was on holiday. If he scored his 1 goal, Everton still scored 2.
Not really, because then that changes the whole momentum of the game. If he scores and equalises at 1-1, it changes the whole game plan for Everton. It changes momentum, bro. It literally changes momentum.
I heard we played shit the whole game.
We did, but then that could have changed it. We could have gained confidence and gone on and won. Goals change games. Momentum changes in football games, bro.
So we would have stopped Everton from scoring the second one when Trent decided not to mark, man. So that would have made Trent go, you know what? I'm going to switch on now.
Yeah, we know Trent in the back post struggles.
Of course, that was unnecessary.
No. But you're naming me 3. So 3 games out of 38 games. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this guy's only gone on like 15-game goal droughts and stuff, man. There's a striker. Let allow it.
Has he gone on a 15-game goal game drought before?
He's gone on double digits.
Yeah, he's a double. I think.
Yeah, I think he's one of those. I think he's hit and miss. I think he's a good. I think he's a. If you're trying to win a league, go on.
He's not it to win a league.
Do you think he started all them games when you heard him say the goal drought, like he's playing the whole game?
I would expect him to play. Yeah, more often than not. I think
he's not adding, bro. He's just giving you numbers. He didn't start all them games, and some of them he came on.
He started a lot.
I just think he's not good enough for like. If you're trying to win a league or a Champions League, he's not the guy.
Yeah, he's not it. Yeah,
I don't think he's the guy to take you over the line.
Listen, as I said, man, you have to choose what you want, man. Do you want loads of goals and don't win nothing, or do you want key goals to win your games?
I just want a different player. How about that? I just want
someone else, bro. Yeah.
Maybe you know what we should have done then? We should have just brought back Solanke, bro. He scored more goals than him.
Yeah, but he's not good enough either. And
to be honest, I'd probably take Solanke over Nunez.
So the guy that scored more goals than him ain't good enough.
Because there's a difference between playing for Bournemouth and then coming and playing for Liverpool, where the pressure is different. He already showed what he does at Liverpool. He wasn't good enough, bro. There's a difference in pressure, man. Doing it with Bournemouth and then for Liverpool.
So there's a difference, obviously.
I know he was 18, but I'm not convinced he come and do it for us. Like, genuinely, I'm not convinced.
You said he's
And
a
I
better
actually
guest
like
coach.
Solanke as well.
Hey, listen, man.
These
You
are
don't
the-
do
these-
Arsenal, man.
These are the times where you just gotta get. You know what? Listen, look, the guy's gonna stay anyway this season.
No,
So
he's staying. Yeah, yeah.
this I don't even care about like the whole. It is what it is with him. Let's just see what he does. But I guess with someone like Nunez, unfortunately for him, in terms of the fan base, and I feel like it's more general consensus now. If this season continues like it has for the last 2 seasons,
He'll be gone next summer then.
I don't whether he's gone or not. I don't know. I don't know what the club are gonna do. I just think fans will now be like, bro, now because even inside the stadium, from what I was talking to a few people, they were even saying like it was getting towards the end of the season.
No, it was because
Yeah, like
no, it was.
they're even starting to
I go
moan
most
now. And I
home
was like,
games, bro.
rah,
Like
that's crazy.
I go to
You
most
talk
home
to your
games. Like it got to a point
Not
as
telling
the
Let them stay
no,
fair.
but towards the end of the season, you were hearing less of the whole Nunez, a lot less of it when he was playing, bro. Like it was getting more like I wouldn't say it wasn't getting toxic with him, but it was getting
No, I
like
don't think
it was more like patience is really, really running out with him kind of vibe. Do you get what I mean?
So the last 3 games when we had nothing to play for.
No, just towards the end of the season, innit?
No,
Well,
you
no,
know
but you
what's
can
going
tell
on?
the
When,
vibe
what
in those
30,
games.
what 33 games when we were
No, but we're
32
talking
games when
about
we were
what the
top of the
fans.
table. That's
No,
when the
but we're
fans.
talking what the fans feel towards him. That's what it is.
All right, we was 2 points clear at that point. So the fans didn't like him when we was 2 points clear.
I literally
You know,
said right towards the end of the season, bro. You were
That
seeing
is
in the
right towards the end of
stadium,
the season.
the
32
patience
to
was really
33
running out with him.
season.
you know what's mad about the whole Nunez thing, which is so joke, yeah.
Well,
Only Nunez, yeah, can delete all your pictures from Liverpool, right? And man will still kind of back you. You know,
Yeah,
if that
but
was
there were people
anybody
still
else, you know, rah, like the way man would have gotten to Salah or to Gakpo or to Zabozalai or to like, bro, man would have been putting these guys' shirts on fire on the streets, bro. Like, but Nunez, man just said, yeah, can't worry about it. Like, we just let that shit slide. I was like, bro, you see, if someone does that, yeah, that's just to me, bro, you just show disrespect to your football club. You don't respect the football club, bro. Like, why would you even do that? Of all the things that you could do, that shows that's a bit of a symbol to what you think of the team anyway at this current moment in time.
makes
Cool.
sense.
Like, I don't even see Sancho doing stuff like that in terms of wanting to go, all right, I'm going to go down that kind of route. And this guy had way more issues going on at his team with the manager of the team. This guy had people backing him when he was hitting the post, like playing shit, and he had people backing this guy like no tomorrow. But
Add the context, bro. Don't do what Ryan's doing, bro. No context, bro. Just saying stuff. The reason why he didn't delete it because man was chatting shit to him. Man didn't like what people were saying about his family, bro. So he said, "Nah, bun you, man."
No. But even that, but it's not even that. But even that, regardless, I'll keep it a buck with you. You don't delete your pictures. That, like, to me, that didn't even make sense to the situation. Like, what would deleting your pictures have done?
Everyone paid attention.
No, the problem with what Nunez did, the problem with what Nunez did, it was like a whole fuck you to the whole club.
No, it was
Instead of to a few, instead of to a minority of dickheads who did what they did to him, it was more like a fuck you to the whole club. That's what it felt like. That's why people have an issue with what he did.
No, that's the perception you took from it. It was a fuck
no, it's because he literally deleted every photo that had any relevance to Liverpool.
Yeah, but he kept it like a fuck you to the whole club. He deleted it off of one social. It weren't all of them.
No, he deleted all his photos. Was it since like November?
You know what you could have done to save all that is just turn your comments off.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah.
Bro, you know when you just think like
exactly, yeah.
You can turn your comments off. It's like when you start getting crazy DMs.
Talking about a passionate guy, bro, the guy that tried to throw chairs at people in the cold.
No, I get that, but that's protecting his family. That I understand.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, this one was man chatting shit, bro. Listen,
yeah, no, I get it. I've said fuck you to Liverpool fans many a time. I'm fully with that. That's a message I can fully get behind with that. Hey, Nunez, Darwin, I stand with you with that one. However, just
okay, Flawless. So we don't need your rendition of why you
on that side.
Rather than, you know what I'm saying, pour more fuel on the fire, because I understand I agree with you, and I think he's aiming it in particular at the people who was commenting. But it looks like when you do that, it looks like the whole club just turn your comments off.
But that's when people like you're too invested, bro. Like, why would
people are too invested?
Yeah, like, I'm like, bro, like you could delete. That's the social. You do whatever you want to do, bro. Who cares? Man, I don't care.
No. Again, and I think this is what the problem is that it's like you can say it's way too invested.
No,
but
it is.
No. But at the same time, it's probably one of the top things in sport, in any industry, that you need, in terms of a player anyway, that they need to watch out for. Even more so than some of the stuff that they're actually even doing when they're actually playing the sport, because that will actually give more to a wider audience. People who don't watch you on a week-to-week basis might follow you on socials for whatever reason. Now, if you're doing certain things that don't align with whatever their values and morals are, bro, of course people are going to look at that and think, bro, like, again, I'm just talking about that because that's just one incident. I'm not saying everyone's going to look at that, of course. And you're right, and you're 100% right. The reality is, you obviously people being too invested, but it's just one of those things. But listen, he put his pictures back, so from what I've heard anyway, I don't follow him.
Well, you could have done to say that. I agree with you, and people are too invested. Like, I personally wouldn't care from a Manchester United standpoint.
You don't care.
That's why I don't care about like what players do, as long as it's not affecting them in regards to on the pitch. So I'm saying from a physicality standpoint. So if like a player's out there getting drunk, I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But like the night before a game. But other than that, I don't care. You know, people start talking about the women man are dealing with and all this type of stuff. However, you have to know your audience. All he had to do was, hey, just like I say, just block comments. It's like when people say they get hateful DMs. I'm nowhere near their level. Why am I up? Man can't DM me. I got two DMs. I was like, fuck all that. Let me close these shits.
No, I'm not really like you yet, bro, to get those.
And hey, it's on its way, and trust me, it's on its way.
They ain't gonna do that. Well, I don't know. But you know what? We got Jota in it, so Jota will start the season. So no one has to worry about Nunez, bro.
I think Jota will anyway, just because he hasn't been back.
Jota will score the goals, and everyone will be happy in it. So
you'll be happy when Jota scores the goals. Two ends, don't do that.
I will be happy, bro. But
you'd be happy if it was Nunez, yeah.
I'll be happy when Nunez scores.
Why? What type of madness is this? Like, what's going on?
Yo, he's down with Nunez FC, man. I respect
him,
Do you know
how Wizzy Hive in the building? And
do you know what it is? I realize what it is. I don't like. It's not like I'm just on the side. I know he has his deficiencies, and I know he can be better. I'm not stupid to that. I know this, but I don't like when people just call players shit, bro. When I know they can't even do a kick up themselves, bro.
Man, I don't like around the world on that, bro.
It me, bro. When people are like, nah, this guy, I should have an opinion because I have a mouth. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't, bro. This is a Premier League footballer, bro, a professional footballer, and you're gonna just be calling shit. All right, no problem. I'll run a drill with you, throw a couple of passes and crosses in the box. Let me see what you can do. Damn. Do you know what I mean? Like, because the way that most people speak is if they're better.
Yeah, I hear that. I think
my mom can do better.
Don't get misunderstood. I think when people actually, I can't say all. Like when I say a player is terrible or a player is shit, I'm talking about at the because context is key.
Relative to their level.
The level we're talking about. Premier League players are cold. Say this all the time. Premier League. I've played against the Premier League baller.
Yeah, it's a different level.
Cold. You know what I'm saying? Played against the Championship baller. Cold. Can't get nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. You know what I'm saying? Not even close. And I'm bug standard average Saturday League, Sunday League player. So are they a different level? Yes. But then when we start talking about Premier League and you're talking about where Liverpool are trying to go, you lot are looking for the top 1% of the top 1%. You lot are trying to be not only the best team in the league, you're trying to be the best team in Europe. The odds of finding players that is so slim to none. But you're looking for that top 1%.
Here's my problem, right? Arsenal don't have a striker, but they seem to find a way to win games of football. But the striker is our problem. We need a striker to beat these guys.
No, I think it's both your problems, to be honest.
No. But Arsenal, like the way that they play, people say Arsenal is above Liverpool in this present moment in time. They don't have a forward to do anything. So we need a forward to beat them now. What we're saying. So they can play without one, but we need one to be better than
Nah, they need one too. Again, it depends on what you're trying to do.
To win the league.
You're trying to win the league. Yes, you both need strikers. Arsenal are not winning a Premier League with Havertz as the 9. Not a chance. And I told him that last season. Not a chance. Oh, you hating. And you hating because you're a United fan. I bet. And look what happened. You ain't winning no Champions League or Actually, I can't even say that because they won the Champions League. But you ain't winning no Premier League with Havertz as the 9. Let's just clarify that.
So to go back to my point though, the reason why I'm always on the side of
flawless. I'm gonna shoot.
Big
G,
up.
big up. Hey,
Yeah,
G,
big
let
up,
them know where
big
they can
up,
find
big
you
up.
quickly before you close out and everything
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
GTV guys, man. GTV FC, man. Make sure you guys catch me on there, man. I'll be back. Should be back next Friday, I think. Yeah, I should be free next Friday, so I should be there. But big up Ends, big up Ren, big up Flawless, big up
Yeah,
Stro
big
as
up,
well.
man.
Yeah, man.
I'll be
Shout
watching
out.
on the back anyway. Love.
Yeah. We're gonna close out shortly anyway, but big up G every single time. Bless up,
Love,
bless up.
Yeah. No,
Shout out to G.
I'm just always on the side of the players, man. I get a lot of smoke.
I
Maybe,
get that.
yeah, it was Gomez like the season before, and everyone's like, nah, he's lost it. And all of a sudden this season, everyone's like, oh my days, he's so good. He was one of our better players. It's just like, bro, we know he was in there. When we was challenging for the title, he was one of the centre backs doing bits for us as well. Him and Virgil, that partnership was just like people just forget, bro. I'm looking at a player that's obviously from a I don't know, stylistically point of view, maybe he doesn't suit what you want as a striker, but he's getting the numbers there, bro. He's assisting and scoring goals. Maybe it's not at a rate or in the competition you would like it to be in, but we're not a team with just one forward, bro. Liverpool's a team with 5 forwards in theory, innit? We got a couple of wingers and we got, you know what I mean? So it's just.
Yeah, I think where the issue lies is because you can score goals and be great for the team. Speaking of Ruud van Nistelrooy, he was that. Ruud van Nistelrooy was fantastic for Manchester United at the time. Fantastic. Bad goals. Much better player than Nunez. Top quality. Arguably the best striker in the league at the time. You could argue Henry was better. That's cool if you want to say second. We sold him and got better as a team because you just didn't fit what was going on at the time. That's not a shot of Van Nistelrooy.
But here's the thing, because now we've got a new manager, I want to give an opportunity based on what I've seen in pre-season.
First,
I feel like combination, simplicity in terms of how we're going to create the opportunities. If he's poor this season in terms of the goals or whatever, then yeah, cool, sell it. No problem. You won't have any arguments from me. But on the clock, it just felt like it was too sporadic at times, bro. And that's not to say, because I know the excuse will be, well, bro, he was missing tap-ins or whatever. I can't excuse that. That's neither here nor there. That's, he should be putting those away. But it's just the overall game. I just didn't like how we was creating chances. The only chances I remember was like Trivela passes from Mo Salah. It's like, bro, that's not, do you know what I mean? Or we'll get a lucky little through ball or something. And you're like, finished it. I'm like, nah, bro. But now with the patterns of play, little overlap, cut back, he then makes certain runs. And then 9 times out of 10 in the game is near post, far post, middle of the box. All right, I'll keep making those runs all the time, bro, because I know the ball will come into these spaces. But I want to give him an opportunity, bro, instead of calling him dead, because the man them are bigging up other strikers that's not even hit the numbers he's hit. But we got Jota in it, so Jota will play up front, and then Nunez will be the sub.
I think Jota's cool. I think Jota's only problem is the is the injuries. I rate Jota high.
I'd sell Jota tomorrow. I can't even lie.
And then if he's not fit, who's gonna have to play up front? Nunez.
That's right.
I'd keep Nunez over Diaz all day long. But
I think you know what it is with Nunez? I just think he's a wide player. I don't think he's a striker.
I don't even think he's a wide player.
But no, I actually agree with you. I do actually do, because he's too dumb to play up to lead the line, innit? But he's too dumb, man. But you know what it is with Nunez? I agree. He's definitely more of a left-sided player. He's definitely more of a left-sided forward, 100%. That's where he scored most of his goals for Benfica when you watch him. But that wouldn't make him any more clinical. Do you get what I mean? That's my issue with him. Playing on the left wouldn't make his finishing any better, in my opinion. So is what it is.
It's not about making his finishing. It's about him again tied into him being better for the team.
He'd definitely be better for the team, but it doesn't mean that he's gonna not miss chances as he usually does. Do you get what I mean?
It's not what you be relying on him Leicester.
Yeah, I guess.
But again, it ties into the system and what you're trying to play.
I'm not sure he'd suit being a wide player on the slot. Maybe he would have more so under Klopp, which is why Klopp actually played him there sometimes, like he did in his first season. He played him there around February, March, and Nunez actually did quite well in that period as well. He scored a couple against United, scored against Newcastle, scored against Madrid. So he did his thing there, but I just don't think he's good enough in it. But
it's fair. Let me get to a couple more things. We are redirecting straight to the Q&A, people. So there will be a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Obviously, with Neto signing for Chelsea and Solanke also joining Spurs, we'll be discussing both of those things. So we're literally going to close out and head over there to Colin, who asked me a couple questions about Flawless. What would you do with Sancho? I said this, I would have sold him. simply because I don't think this manager utilizes him. I don't see it ending well. I don't think he gets game time like that. Sancho's talented. Would he start if I'm the manager? Yes. Would I love come the opening day, well, next Friday, that he's in the starting lineup? Yes. Do I see it happening on a regular basis? No. Then I think that causes friction between them because none of those. Sancho didn't pick up the phone to Ten Hag, in my opinion, and Ten Hag didn't pick up the phone to Sancho and let's say Ineos sorted that out. Because I believe if we was under the same ownership, he's out on loan somewhere or been sold. So that's still underlying. Like that's what it is. It's like when you and I don't know, you and a sibling have an argument and your mum makes you like kiss and make up. That's what is this. That's what this is. And I can see friction turning back again already. So with Sancho, but I hope I'm wrong and the manager plays him. I just don't really see it. And you also asked me would I take Unai Emery? No, I rate Unai Emery as a manager, but would I take him at Manchester United? No, I literally watched him fail at Arsenal. So I don't think he's off that level. I think he's the level below. I think if you're talking Europa Leagues, which he's won, and then you're talking domestic cups, he's your guy. Can he make you when you finish top 4? Can he make you a top 6 side? Yeah. I think most people have Villa as top 6 this season. So.
Would you take Jurgen Klopp?
Yes. Yeah, I'd take Klopp. 100%. 100%. Klopp without resources.
That's never
Oh, never, of course it will never happen.
It's never going to happen. But
he said he's asking. Would I take
Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not stupid.
Don't even like the question, bro.
I can take my bias. I can take my bias aside. Like if someone's talented, just because they have that disgraceful badge there on the right hand side, like I'm gonna still call it as I see it. And like yo, Klopp's with our resources. Oh, he bought 100%. I'm not no buy to sell model. Oh, jeez.
Just don't give him any transfer power, bro. That's what you need to do.
And to Matt Fatso, who says, "Nah, trust me, Sancho will cook this season." Is he getting game time, my guy? That's my question to you. I'm not disputing. Like again, I'm not saying you do, but people get misunderstood when they hear me talk about Sancho. I don't doubt Sancho's talent or ability to produce and perform. Is he getting game time? If Sancho plays out wide, that means out of Rashford, Garnacho, and Anthony. 2 of those 3 are going to be on the bench consistently. Now, if you're saying the 9, that means Højlund and Xerxes are both on the bench consistently. So our new signing and the guy we just gave the 9 to are going to be on the bench consistently. To me, that makes no sense. Rashford, who's his guy, who he said literally last season are playing despite poor form. He plays Garnacho week in, week out. Anthony, yes, he has fallen out with him, but Anthony's his guy. Where is Sancho playing? And Bruno plays every game. So you tell me, where do you see Sancho playing consistently in this team and who gets dropped? I can't see a Garnacho and Anthony on the bench week in, week out. I can't see Højlund and Xerxes together on the bench consistently. And 2 out of the 3 wingers I just named. And if that's the case, Diallo. So Diallo don't play then. So yeah, to you, Fatso, where do you see him playing? Same to Nat, says, fact, Sancho will cook. I want to know, where do you see Sancho playing on a regular basis? Because I personally can't. Now, if it's a new manager, whole different conversation. Would I personally play him? Yes. I think he's our best false 9. But we know what this manager's like. He could play false 9. Yes, Kingsman. Left wing, he'll rotate with Rashford. So he's not playing consistently then. That you said it there. You've answered your own question. Left wing, he'll roll. Because if I asked you about Rashford, you're saying Rashford's starting. So he's going to be a bit part player. So you're getting minutes off the bench. Playing left wing, where I don't even think it's the best to get out of him. I think he's better centrally. His attributes are more suited. This is what I'm talking about. I said this was my second thought after the initial shock when him and Ten Hag quote unquote made up. Where is he getting game time? Because Manchester United, we are all short term. We don't think nothing through as a football club. Because this is a car crash that is waiting to happen again. Because I don't see this man getting game time. This proves my point. Rotate with Rashford. You think he wants to be a rotational piece? Absolutely not. And when he's not dropping Rashford had the worst form ever last season and still played every game. Not minutes off the bench, he'll start. Will he start consistently is my question to you then, Nath. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Does Jadon Sancho start consistently on the left wing under this manager, in your opinion? I personally think that is far-fetched and can't see it. Rashford on the bench? All right. Same to you, El said it as well. I want to know where you have him starting as well before we close out. Because again, legit, I can't see it. But that's just me. But you lot, make sure you run up the likes on the video, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to G's channel, links in the title. Subscribe to Enz's channel as well. This show you get every Friday, 8 p.m. UK time, people. 8 p.m. UK time. Enz, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
All right, man. Hey, listen, I can't wait to see what happens next season. Looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
Facts. I'm very much looking forward to the season, but let them know what you got coming up, where they can find you, etc.
Do you know what, bro? I haven't got nothing. I just go day to day, man. If there's not a conversation to be had, I'm not going to do the video. I'll wait for the moment when there's football events, man. Is for listening, man. The link is there. If you guys want to come across and listen to a Liverpool fan, talk some good stuff, man. We have great conversation as well with a non-biased tone. But obviously, when the man get hot-headed and you know what I mean, we've got a lot of, no, I wouldn't say ego, but we've got a lot of men that know there's stuff when it comes to football. Conversation can go a bit crazy at times, but nah, man, it's all blessed, man. But yeah, that's something.
You already know Ends, man. Big up every single time. And yeah, this is the point I'm making. The fact who says, I don't think Rashford will get away with the bad performances this season. Why? He got away with bad performances all last season. What's changed? Where does this newfound confidence come from? That all of a sudden Ten Hag's going to do the right thing. Rashford was woeful last season and started pretty much every game, apart from when he lied about where he was at and he was in Belfast. You see what I have to vote with, Ends? You see the type of conversations I be having? Yeah. So it's on Ineos. So Ineos are picking the team then, is what we're saying. All right, bet. Okay. All right. Sure. Okay. Is wait, where else it is? Now, oh yeah, of course, Colin. Of course, he'll pick Rashford. We all know Rashford starting the season.
Yeah, he starts.
We know Rashford starts left wing. I don't know why this is a conversation. It's just all hope and dreams. Ineos are not picking the team. Ten Hag's picking the team. And come the start of the season when it's Rashford on one wing and Garnacho on the other, we'll see. Because everyone all of a sudden thinks Diallo's going to get a load of game time. And I rate Diallo highly. And he should be starting. But will he? No. Come on, man. But anyway, I'll see all you lot on the Q&A so we can discuss all this as well. We can discuss all this. The problem is, do you trust Ten Hag to spend the money he gets for Sancho? He really should have gone. Yeah, Colin, Ten Hag shouldn't be here. And I don't trust him to do anything. And I don't think he is spending the money. That's why the two players we signed, I like. It makes sense. But hey, we move. But we're going to close out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a United fan, by the way, so I won't know much on Ten Hag besides. Exactly. I'm listening from a United fan who literally watched every game last season. And you lot watch me watch every game last season. Why all of a sudden is he going to drop Rashford out of the blue? Ineos picked the FSG picked the team for Liverpool. No, did the City Group pick the team for Pep? But all of a sudden, Ineos picked the team for us. All right, sure. But anyways, we're closing out. Catch you lot on the Q&A. Big love to everyone that's locked in. Don't forget, this is available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. And this has been the Manchester United Liverpool show. Man United podcast meets the Analysis Anfield podcast. Love for tuning in and catch you lot on the Q&A in just a couple of minutes. Big up.